You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as a dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, The 7-time Best Long Island mascot is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settled. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Bethpage Ballpark in central Islip, New York, this is the Long Island Ducks pregame show on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Today, the Long Island Ducks complete their 4-game series with the New Britain Bees, which also brings to an end in 8 homestand and a streak of 15 home games in 18 days for the Long Island Ducks, and they have been quite successful during this run. They out of the first 3 games against the Bees and will look to take the series today behind right-hander Jake Dunning going to the mound for the Long Island Ducks. Dunning comes in to make his 5th start of the season. He's also got 7 appearances out of the bullpen for Long Island. He has 2 wins and 1 loss and a 2.84 earned run average this season, although over his last 2 starts, things have not gone so smoothly for Dunning. Combined over his last 2 outings in 11 innings, he's allowed 10 runs, 8 of which have been earned on 15 hits, walking 3 and striking out 13. Meanwhile, his opponent today for the New Britain Bees is left-hander Greg Bowe, who also joined the Bees mid-season, much like Dunning did with the Ducks. After Napo began the season with the Miami Marlins organization, he joined New Britain in June. And in 11 games, 9 of which have been starts, Napo is 2-1 as well, with a 4.03 earned run average. He doesn't put up high strikeout totals or walk totals. He's a guy who pitches to contacts. So it should be a good matchup on the mound today on Labor Day afternoon here at Bethpage Ballpark. We thank you for joining us on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. Coming up next on the pregame show, we'll take a look around the Atlantic League, recap some of yesterday's action, and take a look ahead at what is going on across the circuit on this Labor Day Monday. So we've got that coming up next on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. We'll also get you set up for first pitch. But until then, we'll take our first break of the day. You're listening to the Ducks pregame on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly. Tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a home that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, the Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
And we welcome you back to Bethpage Ballpark on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. Joe Vasile here with you as the Long Island Ducks are set for Game 4 their 4-game series with the New Britain Bees this afternoon. Yesterday afternoon was a wacky contest between these two teams, with the Long Island Ducks defeating the Bees by an 8-7 margin. And it was, like I said, quite the display of a lack of fundamental baseball with the Ducks to come out on top. Yesterday in the first inning, Craig Maddox hit a 2-run home run off of Matt Marsh after Jovan Rose hit a fly ball to right field that by Jordan Hinshaw to extend the inning. Maddox, 2 pitches later, deposited one over the left center field wall, a 2-0 lead. However, in the bottom of the second, Angelo Sonko would lead off for the Ducks, and he would get the Ducks on the board. Ball lifted in the air to right center field. This has got some carry, and the wind's blowing back in that direction. Back goes Walton at the track. It's gone. A home run for Angelo Sonko, a solo job over the wall in right center, and the Ducks are on the board. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Bees. So the Ducks took that 2-1 deficit and turned it into a lead in just a couple of batters, because after Sonko, Ruben and Elmer Reyes both had back-to-back singles against Nate Rowe, the starting pitcher for the New Britain Bees. Then Alex Berg struck out swinging, and Giovanni Alfonso flew out to right field, but that brought Jordan Hinshaw up to the plate, and the former New Britain Bee would do some damage against his old mates. Swing a line drive hit towards left center field, could be trouble as Krause isn't going to get that one. It'll one up off the wall. In the score from second is Gotai. Rounding third, heading for home is Reyes. It's a 2-run double for Jordan Hinshaw, and the Ducks take a 3-2 lead. So the Ducks were up by a score of 3-2 at that point. Come back in the top of the 4th inning. They'd score 3 runs against Jose Velez, Long Island Ducks reliever, though only 2 of them were earned because of a pair of errors in the inning. Then take a 7-3 lead in the top of the 6th inning when John Griffin hit an opposite field home run over the wall in right center against Ducks starting pitcher Dennis O'Grady, or rather Ducks reliever Dennis O'Grady. Then in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Ducks answered back. Mark Krause walked to lead off the inning against Fry. Then Angelo Sonko singled and Ruben Gotai walked to load the bases with nobody outs. At that point, Brandon Fry was removed from the game, and Casey Coleman and Elmer Reyes lifted a sacrifice fly to center field to make it 7-4. And then Alex Berg came up to the plate and delivered one of the plays we've seen all season long. Opportunity here, but 0-for-2 today as he rips one down the left field line. That's a base hit headed towards the corner. Score from third is Sonko. Getting the wave around at third is Ruben Gotai. Here comes the relay throw. It goes behind the runner at second and goes into right field. Berg gets up. He'll come third. He's getting the wave around. Here comes Walton's throw to the plate, and he is safe. Safe at the plate as Skelton bobbled and all the way around on a Little League inside the park home run. Alex Berg ties it at 7. And so Berg's inside the park home run, and that's in air quotes. It was actually a double and an E6 against shortstop Michael Baca for throwing the ball away when he tried to throw it into second base behind the runner. Berg gave the Ducks a tie score as they had 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the game was tied at 7. We got through the 7th without any scoring. In the top of the 8th inning, Rob Rogers worked around a couple of hits to keep the Bees off the scoreboard and keep the game tied at 7. For the 8th, it was Alex Berg again leading off the inning against former Big League All-Star Brandon Lee. Swing a drive hit in the air pretty well to right field. Going back is Walton. He looks up. It's out of here. Alex Berg to the opposite field gives the Ducks an 8-7 lead. And the Ducks would go on to win by that 8-7 as Amalio Diaz entered in the 9th inning and recorded his 15th save of the season. The Ducks won at 8-7 yesterday. Rob Rogers the win. Brandon League the loss, and now Amalio Diaz with the save, and now the Ducks will look to take their third in a row from the Bees after a 16-2 loss on Friday night, coming back with wins Saturday and Sunday. Jake Dunning for the Ducks, Craig Nappo for the Bees, and we'll let you know about how the rest of the team lines up right after this break. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks pregame show on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is pitching coach Billy Horn, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology with color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autograph, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks. Once in a lifetime experience.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit LIDucks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks, the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine, grill restaurant, or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
That was Melissa Spinelli with the national anthem before this Labor Day baseball game between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Bethpage Ballpark. My name is Joe Vasile and this is Long Island Ducks baseball here on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Game 4 of a 4-game series between these two teams. It'll also wrap up the season series between the Ducks and Bees. Through the first 19 games these two clubs have played, the Ducks have won 10. The Bees have won 9, so it's been a very competitive season series between these two clubs, as the Ducks making a push for the playoffs here as they enter play with a 6.5 game lead over the Bridgeport Bluefish in the Liberty Division second half standings, and their magic number 7 over the Bluefish and the Somerset Patriots. Let's get you the starting lineups in today's games for both teams. We'll start first with the visiting New Britain Bees. Their manager is Stan Clyburn. They're 49-76 this year and 23-32 in the second half. 10 games behind the Ducks in the Liberty Division, and their magic number to be eliminated from playoff contention is 5. Leading things off, the switch-hitting Japanese second baseman Yusuke Kajimoto is in the leadoff spot, giving James Skelton the day off, their normal leadoff hitter for New Britain. It's followed up by the center fielder Michael Kraus. The third baseman Jovan Rosa bats third, and Maddox, the designated hitter, it's cleanup. John Griffin, the first baseman, bats fifth, while the number 6 hitter is the right fielder Jamar Walton. Connor Bierfeld is in the field batting 7th, while Jake McWiggin is at shortstop hitting 8th. And Nick Murphy, former Traverse City Beach Bum, is in the 9 spot and doing the catching for the Bees. Meanwhile, for the Ducks, Kevin Baez sends out this lineup for the 70 and 57 Ducks, 34 and 23 in the second half. Jordan Hinshaw leads off in an Delta Cleary Jr., the center fielder, bats second. Lou Ford is in left batting third, while Ruben Gotai hits cleanup and plays third base. Angelo Sonko, the first baseman, fifth. Elmer Reyes, the shortstop, hits sixth. Alex Berg catches and hits seventh. Derek Piles is in right field hitting eighth. Giovanni Alfonso bats ninth and plays second base. Jake Dunning into the windup. His first pitch of the afternoon is a fastball called a strike on the outside corner to Kajimoto. And at 1:30 p.m. we are underway here at Bethpage Ballpark, 1 minute after the scheduled starting time. The 0-1 in for a called strike to Kajimoto. The count quickly 0-2. 75 degrees and sunny here on Labor Day at Bethpage. You just heard Bullet Bobatone, the Ducks public address announcer, announce. Dunning into the 0-2 pitch. Fastball off the plate inside, backs Kajimoto off. Count now 1-2. As we mentioned in the pregame, Jake Dunning, 2 wins, 1 loss this season with a 2.84 ERA. 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop. Reyes over to his left, Fields fires to first, and that's in time to get the speedy Kajimoto for the first in the first inning. 6-3 on the ground out gets things going for Jake Dunning. Well, as we mentioned, getting his 5th start of the season and his 12th appearance. Signed with the Ducks in mid-July. Actually made his season debut in a relief appearance against the New Britain on July 18th here at Bethpage Ballpark. Through a 1-2-3 inning in that contest. Winds and fires. First pitch to Michael Kraus. Misses low and outside. Count 1 ball and 0 strikes to the Bees center fielder, hitting .261 with 16 home runs and 60 runs batted in this season. The 1-0. Fastball missed low, and the count 2 balls and 0 strikes to Kraus. One didn't miss by much as the catcher Alex Bird tried to frame for home plate umpire Jorge Teran, who wasn't biting. Now the 2-0 pitch. On missed off the plate away, and the count 3 balls and 0 strikes to Michael Kraus. Home plate umpire Jorge Teran. Fred DeJesus, the crew chief, is at third base. And Silvio Martinez, the first base umpire today. 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle for a called strike. The count now 3-1 to Kraus. It's a 3-man umpiring crew here in the Atlantic League. They're donned in their light blues today. 3-1 pitch hit on the ground to the left side of the infield. Gloved nicely by Gotai to his left. He throws on to first in time to get Kraus. And 2 up and 2 side quickly for Jake Dunning here in the top of the first inning. So a good start for Dunning. Let's get you the Ducks defensive alignment. On the infield, Angelo first base. Giovanni Alfonso is at second. Elmer Reyes plays short. And we just met Ruben Gotai, the former big leaguer, over at third base. Lou Ford is in left. Delta Cleary Jr. patrols center. And Derek Piles is in right field with Alex Berg doing the catching. So here's Jovan Rosa. First pitch from Dunning is a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Jovan Rosa plate appearance has now officially appeared in 266 consecutive games. The 0-1 hit on the ground, deep in the hole, it's short. Reyes fields, throws to first, and not in time. The throw was wide of the bag to the right field side. Angelo Sonko with a dive, tried to get his foot on the base and pick the ball on a short hop, but was unable to. Safe at first base was Jovan Rosa. They still have not ruled an error, and it will be an error against Elmer Reyes. So a strong throw would have gotten Rosa at first. So this top of the first inning starting to play out a little bit like yesterday's did, when Matt Marsh got the first 2 outs and then Jovan Rosa reached on an error. Though Dunning hoping to avoid the same fate as Marsh, who gave up a home run to the batter now, Craig Maddox. First pitch to Maddox, swung on and fouled back over our heads here in the press box and up top into the Duck Club restaurants. Count 0-1. Maddox, a .266 hitter with 31 doubles and 11 home runs on the season, 74 runs batted in. 3 of his home and 13 of his RBIs have come here in this series. He had 11 RBIs, an Atlantic League record on Friday nights. A 1 pitch, runs inside and Maddox right on his elbow protector. Second time in as many games that Craig Maddox has been hit on the arm with a pitch. And now there's runners on seconds with 2 outs in the first inning, and John Griffin coming up to the plate. Just because Craig Maddox has been hot in the series doesn't mean that John Griffin's a cakewalk either. B's number 5 hitter and former Duck went deep yesterday, also went deep on Friday night. 2 homers in this series gives him 11 on the year. Also hit a grand slam against the Ducks last Sunday up in New Britain. 311 driven in against Long Island this season. First pitch from Dunning is swung on and driven in the air pretty well towards left center field. This could be trouble. Going over his forward, he's not going to. One hops off the wall. Play by the center fielder, Delta Cleary Jr. as Craig Maddox was getting the wave around at third, but then the brakes applied late as Delta Cleary Jr. got a strong throw back into the infield. Coming around to score from second base is Jovan Rosa. So it's an RBI double for John Griffin. New Britain Bees have taken a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. And now for the second straight day, a 2-out error in the first inning committed by the Long Island Ducks has led to at least 1 unearned run. And of course, Dunning not out of the thick of it yet with Jamar Walton coming late. The first pitch from Dunning. Fastball missed low in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Walton, a .207 hitter this year, 12 home runs, but 11 of them have come on the road. New Britain Stadium is the most pitcher-friendly park in the league. 1-0 pitch to Walton, off speed, swung on and missed. Good job by Dunning to pull the string. Behind in the count, going to the off-speed pitch and catching Walton off balance. Runners on second and third, John Griffin on second, Craig Maddox at third base. 1-0 New Britain, top of the first. The pitch. Going to miss by Walton. Dunning again going to the off-speed and got Jamar Walton well ahead of it. And the count now 1-2. Connor Bierfeld, a dangerous batter on deck. You know Dunning would not want to face him with the bases loaded. Now the pitch. Misses outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Walton. So to try and avoid going full here, would expect to see Dunning come in with a good pitch to hit here for Walton. Just something that he can get him to put in play. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to first base. Gloved by Angelo Zonco. And he'll beat Walton in the foot race to the bag himself. 3 unassisted to end the inning. But here in the first inning, the New Britain Bees score 1 run, which was unearned on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and they leave 2 on base. It's 1-0 Bees heading to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on Now, visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4000 today.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Care. Over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offer the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. The New Britain Bees lead the Long Island Ducks 1-0 as we start the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Jordan Hinshaw, Delta Cleary Jr., and Ford due up against Greg Napo, who delivers the first pitch upstairs. And they count 1 ball and no strikes to Jordan Hinshaw. Hinshaw in the game yesterday went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. In for a called strike, and the count even up at 1-1. 360 in 6 games against the New Britain Bees this year. 9 for 25. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. The Ducks acquired Hinshaw in a trade with the New Britain Bees back towards the end of August for a player to be named later. Future considerations. Greg Napo works exclusively from the stretch. It delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Hinshaw goes down on strikes to start the game. First strikeout for and the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Score 1-0 New Britain as Delta Cleary Jr. comes up to the plate. Napo making his 12th appearance of the season and his 10th start since being signed by the New Britain Bees. 2 wins and 1 loss at a 4.03 ERA. Had a no decision his only start of the year against Long Island. First pitch to Cleary Jr. swung on and driven high, deep, and foul down the left field. Settle 1 hop into the maintenance area. The count 0-1. That 1 start for Napo this year against Long Island. Came back on the 17th of July. Gave up 2 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings. Getting a no decision. A 1 pitch is in for a strike to Delta, and the count quickly 0-2. Delta Cleary Jr. riding a 16-game on-base streak. He went over yesterday but drew a walk. Now the 0-2. Swinging ground ball hit off the fist slowly to the left side. Picked by the third baseman Rosa. He throws high to first, but Griffin able to make the catch up above his head to retire Delta Cleary Jr. for the second out here in the inning. 2 up and 2 set aside for Greg Napo in inning number 1. Let's meet the New Britain Bees defensive alignments. First base, it's the 6'6" Griffin. Second baseman is Yusuke Kajimoto. Jake McWiggin plays short. And for the 266th consecutive game, Jovan Rosa is at third for New Britain. Connor Bierfeld is in left, Michael Kraus in center, Jamal Walton in right. And the catcher is Nick Murphy. Pitch to Lou Ford, misses low for a ball. And the count 1-0. Lou had a 3-hit game yesterday, 3 for 5, all singles. Won an infield single, also struck out twice. As the average up to 289. Now the pitch, swinging a rocket foul down the left field. That'll 1 hop into the stands where a fan with a glove grabs it for a souvenir. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Lou Ford. Today, the second of 2 in the parks here at Bethpage Ballpark today. There's many dogs here in attendance down the left field line. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive down that left field line, but foul by Ford. It's off the facing of the Smokin' Owls Beer Garden party deck. Count now 1-2. But also here at the ballpark, a nice little touch done by Jordan Schiff, the promotions director, was he doctored up everybody's headshot for the video board with the chat dog filter, which gives the place a little atmosphere. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Ford, who looks downright silly as a fake dog out on the scoreboard. And Greg Napo deals a quick 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts in the first. We go to the second inning, 1-0 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on performance or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. David Arnsma still inactive with an AC joint injury that's been bugging him really since the end of July and kind of on and off all season. Ducks still hoping to have him back. Rafael Perez on the disabled list, I should say. With Bunyan, Simon with a finger issue is on the disabled list as well. Other than that, the Ducks are all set to go and of their health towards the end of this 2017 season as Connor Bierfeld digs in, takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike from Jake Dunning, and the 0-1. Score 1-0 in favor of the New Britain Bees. RBI double for John Griffin in the top of the first, accounting for the run. The 0-1 to Bierfeld misses low, count even up at 1-1 strike to the New Britain left fielder. Bierfeld's got the stirrups look going again today as the 1-1 pitch is on and missed. Count now 1-2. Former Baltimore Orioles farmhand spent last year combined between the Frederick Keys and the Carolina League and the Bowie Bay Sox in the Eastern League. It's high A and double A as he swings and drives one high in the air and deep to left field. Going forward, shading his eyes from the sun, and he will watch it go. Home run, Connor Bierfeld, and the Bees are up 2-0. A solo shot built off the Empire National Bank sign. As that one was high, it was just a question as if it had the distance, and it did to about 10 feet. 19th home run of the year for the All-Star Bierfeld.
The shortstop, number 2, Jake McQuiggan. Number 2.
New Britain now up 2-0 with nobody out in the top of the second inning. 5th home of the year allowed by Jake Dunning. Well, here's Jake McQuiggan. Takes a called strike in the inside corner. Count 0-1. McQuiggan was a long up for the span of about 48 hours earlier this year. The 0-1 pitch is in for a called strike. Count quickly 0-2. Started the year with the Bees, was traded to the Ducks for a player to be named later, had one plate appearance with the Ducks that he struck out in, and was traded back to New Britain as the player to be named as he swings and misses at a 0-2. He goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the game for Jake Dunning, and the first out here in the top of the second inning. So one gone here in the top of the second, 2-0 New Britain. I'm going to bring up Nick Murphy. Murphy making his first appearance of the season with the New Britain Bees. Played for the Bees a little bit last year as the first pitch misses low and outside. Got 1 ball and no strikes. Last time he was in uniform, he hit his first career home run on the last day of the season last year. 1-0 pitch hit on the ground to third, past to diving, go tie, and into left field for a base hit. So Nick Murphy picks up a base hit in his first at-bat with the Bees in 2017. That'll flip the lineup over and bring up the leadoff hitter, Yusuke Kajimoto. But Murphy spent, well, the entire beginning of this season with the Traverse City Beach Bums in the Frontier League. So here's Kajimoto, switch hitter batting left. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Dunning out of the stretch with the man on first, delivers the first pitch, and Kajimoto bunts it, but he pops it up right to the first baseman, Angelo Sonko, who snares it out of the air for the second out in the inning. So the Ducks catch a break as Kajimoto, there that time I think was bunting as much for a hit as much as he was to sacrifice the runner along, just because of how late he squared around. And he ended up getting underneath the ball and popping up to first base for the second in the inning. I'll bring up Michael Kraus with the runner still at first. 2-0 New Britain, top of the second. 2 gone at first. Nick Murphy being held on by Angelo Sonko. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to center field and deep. Going back, Delta Cleary Jr. to the warning track at the wall. He leaps. Did he make the catch? He did. Or did he? Nope, a home run. Silvio Martinez, the first base umpire who made the call, put his hand up in the air and just held it there as if to signal out. And then after about a 3 count, started circling his hand around. It's a 2-run home run for Michael Kraus, the second of the inning for New Britain. And it's now 4-0 Bees. Over the wall in dead center field, Michael Kraus hits his 17th of the year as the New Britain Bees hit 2 home runs already here today. They are a hitting team despite their pitcher-friendly ballpark up in New Britain.
Bees third baseman number 35, Jovan Rosa, number 35.
So here's Jovan Rosa, who reached on an error and came around to score back in the top of the first. It's now 4-0 New Britain as the first pitch from Dunn rides inside, a breaking ball in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. So Rosa had to bend his back out of the way of the pitch. The count 1-0. Dunning kicks and deals the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good fastball that time from Dunning. And Rosa swinging over the top of it. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosa is 0 for 1. As we mentioned, the team's leading hit weights on the season. Pitch swinging a ground ball foul at the third base line. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jovan Rosa. As Daisuke Ida, the third base coach and an assistant coach for the New Britain Bees. Count now 1-2. Dunning's offering. Breaking ball back to the mound. Dunning plays it on the backhand and throws on to first in time to retire Rosa on the ground out 1-3, and that will retire the side here in the second. But the Bees score 3 runs on 2 home runs, 3 hits overall, no errors, and they don't leave anybody on base. It's New Britain 4, nothing as we go to the bottom of the second here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to the Ducks based on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Get up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island. Home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-1100.
There's no way to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Ruben Gotay will lead it off for the Ducks in the bottom of this second. It's 4-0 New Britain. It's the first pitch from Greg Napo misses low in the count 1-0 strikes. Gotay in the cleanups for the first time today. Hitting .271 on the year, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Fastball right down the middle, taken for a called strike, 1-1. Gotay in the 4th spot with Mark Krause getting the day off. Ducks normal cleanup hitter. Angelo Sunko on deck as the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Gotay. And the count now 1-2. It'll be Gotay, Sunko, and Elmer Reyes to up here in the bottom of this second, 4, 5, and 6 against Greg Napo, who set the Ducks down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. The southpaw comes set, now the 1-2 to the switch hitter Gotay. Misses inside, and the count's even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gotay, the former big leaguer, has walked more than he's struck out this year. 42 walks, 33 strikeouts. And an on-base percentage, .405, tops on the team. The 2-2. Swing a high fly ball lifted in the air to deep left field. Going back is Bierfeld at the track, at the wall. It's here. Ruben Gotay, a leadoff home run for the Ducks in the bottom of the second. And Long Island is on the board. It's now 4-1. Fifth home run of the season for Ruben Gotay. Not really a big power threat, but put into the cleanup spot today. He pays dividends almost immediately. It's the 103rd home run hit by the Ducks this season. Of course, means they've met the Chappie's home run challenge already, where if the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes donates $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Here's Angelo Sunko. First pitch from Napo called a strike in the outside corner. The count 0-1. It's been a big part of the Ducks offense this season. 22 home runs, which leads the team in a .261 average. Let's go along with 71 driven in. Out back to the screen behind home plate. Count quickly 0-2. Sunko does strike out a lot, 115 strikes for the most on the team. Ranks in the top 10 in the Atlantic League in that category as well. As the pinstripe pants hiked up the knee. Now the 0-2 pitch, made a fly ball lifted in the air pretty well to right center. Going back is Krause to the warning track. He won't get it as it lands over his head for a base hit. Sunko rounds first. Cruz in his second base standing. He's got a stand-up double, and the Ducks have a man in scoring position for Elmer Reyes coming to the plate. As the Ducks starting to rally a little bit against Greg Napo, the home run and now the double to get things going in inning number 2. So that brings Elmer Reyes to the plate. Reyes went 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a sac fly in yesterday's game. His batting average now up to .300 on the season. It's been quite a year for Reyes in his first full season with the Ducks. First pitch misses low and inside. The count 1-0 strikes to Reyes. Spent a little bit of time with Long Island in the 2010 season. Then last year did not play stateside. Now the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. Count 2 balls and no strikes to Reyes. Played a little bit with the Nicaraguan national team, did Elmer, during the World Baseball Classic during the qualifier rounds. Now here with the Ducks. Napo set the 2-0. So we have a foul ball that hits over by the facing of the New Britain, the third baseline. Count 2-1 to Elmer. Reyes has 52 runs batted in this season and has been tearing the cover off the ball as of late. In his last 9 games played, he's 13 for 30, 433 average, hitting 500 in his last 5 games. 2-1 misses upstairs. Now 3 balls and a strike to Reyes, who as the season has gone along has started to take more walks up at the plate. After earlier in the year he was really swinging at everything and it was working out for him. So he was hitting high but then went into a slump, refined his approach, and has started to hit well again. 3-1 misses low and outside for ball 4. And Greg Napo loses Elmer Reyes and walks him. Split runners at first and second with nobody out. That's the first Ducks walk of the game, presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to CMD Urgent Care. So that brings up yesterday's hero, Alex Berg, with 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Alex Berg had the go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 8th inning that won it for the Ducks yesterday. First pitch, swing and a miss by Berg. Count 0-1. Good challenge foul by Napo on the first offering. Berg hit one over the right field wall for that home run to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. The Ducks an 8-7 win. Pitch missed inside. Count now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Berg on the season, 12 home runs, 39 driven in, and a .222 average. Been mired in a slump for most of the second half after he was with his strong first half performance. Now the 1-1. This is low and inside. Count 2 balls and a strike to Berg. Give Berg credit going day games after night games. Today, 2 straight day games in a row after a night game on Saturday. He is short of a horse behind home plate for the Long Island Ducks this season. Napo comes set, now the 2-1. Sweener ripped down the field line. That's foul, hitting off of the armrest of an empty seat and jutting back into play in a shallow left field. Harsh ricochet, count even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Berg. With Angelo Sonko at second base and Elmer Reyes at first. And the Ducks trailing the New Britain Bee 4-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Greg Napo, the former Yukon Husky, trying to work his way out of the jam. Setting the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Turns around to ask home plate umpire Jorge Turan if that would have been a strike. Shakes his head and Berg walks back to the dugout. 3rd strikeout for in the game. And the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. Gotta bring up Darren Piles. As we mentioned, Greg Napo, out of the University of Connecticut, played for some of the most storied teams in the history of this school. That went on some fantastic runs. As the first pitch to Piles is popped up on the right side of the infield. Infield fly rule in effect as the second baseman Kajimoto makes the catch on the pop-up for Piles. He's retired for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring Giovanni Alfonso up to the plate. Playing under head coach Jim Penders, was part of Connecticut's Super Regional team back in 2011. And while he was at UNC, he played alongside 5 guys who have already reached the major leagues. George Springer, a New Britain, Connecticut native, who of course having a fantastic season with the Houston Astros, probably the most notable of the bunch. First pitch to Giovanni Alfonso, catches the outside corner for a strike to count 0-1. But also Matt Barnes, a hard-throwing reliever for the Boston Red Sox, was a member of those teams. Nick Ahmed, The Arizona Diamondbacks, Scott Oberg of the Colorado Rockies, and Mike Oltz, the Rangers, Cubs, and White Sox, all college teammates of Greg Napo. Alfonso swings and misses. And the count now 0-2. Napo went off on a professional career in the New Orleans organization, peaking at AAA New Orleans earlier this year. 0-2 pitch to Fonzie is swung on and missed. He couldn't connect with a high fastball, and he goes down on strikes for the third out in the inning. 2 strikeouts for Greg Napo, but the Ducks get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave on base. We're through 2 here at Bethpage Ballpark. The score 4-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook. Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The Waves are and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge Home Run scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
We go to the top of the third inning, 4-1 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there. For coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer, visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports independent Gotham sports news source. Top of the third, Craig Maddox leads off and takes a called strike from Jake Dunning. 0-1 to the Bees DH. 4-1 New Britain on top of Long Island. As it'll be Maddox, John Griffin, and Jamar Walton due up. Now the 0-1. Off speed, swung on and missed by Maddox. And the count quickly 0-2. Jake Dunning has allowed 2 home runs in the first innings, both in the second, a solo shot for Connor Bierfeldt, and a 2-run home run for Michael Krause. RBI double by John Griffin, accounting for the other Bees run. Grounded foul at the first baseline. And the count will remain 0-2 to Craig Maddox. Maddox was hit by a pitch his first time up. Reached as far as third base before being stranded there in the first. So no official at-bats for Maddox. The 0-2. So we're going to lift it in the air to straightaway left field. Lou Ford fighting the sun, battling with it. Now takes a few steps over towards left center at the last moment and makes the catch for the first out here in the third. So Maddox flies out to left for the first out. That'll bring up John Griffin. Had that RBI double back in the first inning against Jake Dunning. Griffin, a tall first baseman, former Long Island Duck. So former Mobile Bear. As the first pitch is fouled off by Griffin. Count 0-1. That was back when he was in the Arizona Diamondbacks system to begin his professional career before coming over to the Atlantic League in the 2015 campaign. Now the pitch missed inside, and the count 1-1 Griffin. Griffin, a .271 hitter this year, .339 on base percentage, .401 slugging average entering the game today. All of that has gone up. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Griffin. And the count now 1-2. His RBI back in the first inning was his 55th of the season, coming on his 15th two-base hits. The 1-2 from Dunning. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good slide piece from Jake Dunning. Got John Griffin to swing over the top of it. Second strikeout for Dunning in the game, and there's two gone here in the top of the third inning. That'll bring up Jamar Walton with the bases empty. Bees lead the Long Island Ducks by a score of 4-1. The Ducks got their run on a solo home run from Ruben Gotay to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Bees with their runs, as we've chronicled already, on 2 homers and a double. A 1 pitch, swinging a ground ball foul up the first base line. Count nothing. First base coach, or should say acting first base coach, Tyoshi Fujiwara, who's a reserve infielder for New Britain, couldn't make the play on it cleanly. So count nothing and 1 to Walton. The New Britain Bees in their Hardware City jerseys. Second straight day. And the 0-1 pitch is spanked foul down the left field line. That'll get out of play by the handicapped ramp. The count nothing and 2. Hard City written across the front, one of the nicknames for New Britain, Connecticut, as it is the headquarters of the Stanley Black & Decker Corporation. Black and yellow jerseys as the 0-2 is driven down the right field line. That's a fair ball heading towards the corner. Rounding first, heading for second as it's dug out by Derek Piles. It's a stand-up double with 2 outs for Jamar Walton to extend the inning for the New Britain Bees here in the third.
Left fielder, number 28, Connor Beerfeld.
So Dunning denied his first 1-2-3 inning of the night, as Connor Beerfeld now steps up to the plate. 4-1 New Britain, 2 outs, top of the third. Runner on second for Beerfeld, who will come up to the plate, working on one day with his solo home run, his 19th of the year. Powerful right-handed batter who's been slumping hard in the second half after he was an all-star to begin the year. First pitch swung on and missed by Beerfeld, and the count 0-1. Jake Dunning, who began the season in the Chicago White Sox organization. Split time between AAA, that's the Charlotte Knights, and AA, the Birmingham Barons station. A 1 check swing by Beerfeld on appeal to Silvio Martinez, the first base umpire. He went around. They count quickly 0-2 to Connor Beerfeld. Jake's brother Dane had a fantastic season, also in the Chicago White Sox organization. Winston-Salem dash. 0-2 misses outside, count 1-2. Dane, who came into the year as a top 15 prospect White Sox organization, really made a name for himself in the org this year. And that is a deep, deep farm system that the White Sox have. 2 misses low and outside. Good block by Alex Berg. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. They've only deepened that farm system with some of the trades that they've made this year. Notably, the one where they traded Chris Sale to Boston. They traded Adam Eaton to Washington, which is actually Dane, who was part of the return in the Adam Eaton trade. 2-2 pitch. Fastball missed just outside. The count now full to Beerfeld, 3-2. Then there was the Dave Robertson trade, sending him back to the Yankees along with Tommy Kahnle and Todd during the season. That helped to even bolster the White Sox even more. Now the 3-2. Beerfeld swings and misses at a pitch up at his shoulders. Second strikeout of the inning for Jake Dunning and his third of the game. And he sets the Bees down here in the third. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-1. The Bees on top of the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation, weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. MV Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-0.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Hey Ducks fans, the final out of the top of the thing was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The new Bees lead the Long Island Ducks 4-1. And Greg Nappo, the Bees starter, will face 1, 2, and 3 in the Ducks lineup in Jordan Hinshaw, Delta Cleary Jr., and Lou Ford. Nappo set the first pitch to Hinshaw as a fastball called to strike the letters, and the count 0-1. Hinshaw struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. As Nappo works quickly in the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses low and inside, and the count even up to Hinshaw, 1-1. Hinshaw doing the DH duties today for the Ducks after starting in right field mostly on Long Island, as the 1-1 is popped up in his shallow right field, going back to second baseman Kajimoto fighting the sun. He makes the catch with a last-second adjustment for the first down here in the third inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside by Nappo, bottom of the third. 4-1 the score in favor of New Britain as Delta Cleary Jr. comes up to the plate. The switch hitter batting for the right-hand side against the southpaw Nappo. Greg Nappo out of the stretch exclusively in the first pitch. This is high and outside to Jr. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Nappo pitched for Team Columbia this offseason in the World Baseball Classic. It's the 1-0 pitch. Foul up the third base line. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Delta Cleary Jr. And that was a team that made some pretty big waves, even though they didn't really have a great record to show for it. Team Columbia had a very strong showing. Of course, they had Jose Quintana, Julio Teheran, Dilson Herrera, Donovan, and Jonathan Solano, and Ernesto Frieri on their team. Pitch in for a strike. It's down 2 to Delta Cleary Jr. And they made some pretty memorable moments, including nearly upsetting the Dominican Republic and the United States in pool play. 1-2 pitch misses high and outside. Count now 2-2 to Delta Cleary Jr. Their game against the United States is perhaps best remembered as the Adam Jones game, when Jones won with a walk-off home run and became the hero of Team USA in the WBC. 2-2 is by Delta Cleary Jr. And that's strike 3. 5th strikeout for Greg Nappo. That's the second out here in the third inning. Bring up Lou Ford, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Team Columbia did win a game in pool play. It was against Team Canada, which they defeated. And of course, Team Canada featured a 2017 Long Island Duck in relief pitcher Eric Gagne. The first pitch to Lou Ford is fouled off, and the count 0-1. Remember back when Gagne was a Duck back in the month of May for about a 3-week stretch. It was certainly one of the more memorable parts of this 2017 season for the Ducks. Pitch to Ford, swung on and popped in the air to shallow center field. Going back to the second baseman Kajimoto. This time he has a lot easier of a job with it and makes him retire the side here in the third. A pair of pop-ups and a strikeout gives Greg Nappo a 1-2-3 inning here in the we go to the fourth. The score 4-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the beer will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-painted furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. The New Britain Bees lead the Long Island Ducks 4-1. It's time for today's fourth inning trivia, where we tell you the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We'll get that to you here after the first pitch to Jake McGuigan. We'll lead things off for New Britain, followed by Nick Murphy and Yusuke Kajimoto. First pitch from Jake Dunning is an off-speed, swung on and missed by McGuigan, and the count 0-1. Just today's fourth inning trivia. On Friday night, Craig Maddox hit 2 grand slams in one game. Who is the only major leaguer to ever hit 2 grand slams in one inning? As the pitch to McGuigan misses low, the count 1-1 strike. We'll let you think about that one and give you the answer in the bottom of the fourth inning. The 1-1. Swinging a foul tip by McGuigan back into the catcher's mitt of Alex Berg. And the count now 1-2 to Jake McGuigan, who struck his first time up. 4-1 Bees on top of the Ducks as Dunning deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good breaking ball by Jake Dunning. Now has 4 strikeouts on the game, as that's the first out here in the fourth inning. Dunning has struck 3 out of the last 4 batters he's faced. So that'll bring Nick Murphy up to the plate. 4-1 New Britain, 1 out, top of the fourth inning, and base is empty. Jake Dunning in his 5th start and 12th overall appearance with the Ducks. Looks out of the windup in the first pitch to Murphy. Swing, did he go? Yes, he did. On appeal to Silvio Martinez at first base. So the count 0-1, played in 56 games as a Trevor City Beach Bum earlier this year in the Frontier League. A 1 pitch fouled off at home plate by Murphy, and the count 0-2. He was re-signed by New Britain, who he played for a little bit last year. Was activated earlier in this series on Saturday. And now getting his first game action for the Bees with James Skelton getting the day off. The 0-2 from Dunning. Swinging a foul ball back up into the sweet left space side. And the count now 0-2. Rather, it'll remain at 0-2 to Nick Murphy. Murphy, 6'3", 190 pounds. From Simi Valley, California. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit back to the mound. Loved by Dunning. He'll flip underhand. Sonko at first base. That's in time to retire Murphy. 1-3 on the ground out for the second out here in the fourth inning. 2 up and 2 side for Jake Dunning here in the fourth. And he looks to try and complete the ever elusive 1-2-3 inning. Did him so far today. Closest he came was in the third when he got the first 2 outs and then gave up a double to Jamar Walton before striking out Connor Bierfeld to end the frame. 4-1, the Bees lead the Long Island Ducks here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Yusuke Kajimoto is swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. Kajimoto, the leadoff man for the Bees, is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up and popped up a bunt to first base in his second trip. Now the 0-1. Fastball missed too tall, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Yusuke Kajimoto. Kajimoto, mostly an infielder, though has played some outfields. As the 1-1 misses low and inside. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Switch hitter from Osaka, Japan. Played last year with the Lancaster Barnstormers. Now the 2-1 from Dunning. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Nice play made by Alfonso. He spins, throws to first. In time. What a play by Giovanni Alfonso. What a fantastic, and that seals a 1-2-3 inning for Jake Dunning, making this a PSEG energy efficient inning of the game. With efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. One more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. 4-1 Bees heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The New Britain Bees lead the Long Island Ducks 4-1. It's time to answer today's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Ruben Gotay will lead off against Greg Napo here in the inning, followed by Angelo Sonko and Elmer Reyes, as the first pitch from Napo misses high and outside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. We asked you that Craig Maddox hit 2 home runs, or rather 2 grand slams in the game on set an Atlantic League record. So 1-0 misses low. It's now 2-0. We asked you who was the only major leaguer to ever hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning. 2-0 pitch. Misses high and outside to Gotay. And the count quickly, 3 balls and no strikes. The answer, Fernando Tatis. 2 grand slams in 1 inning back in 1999. 3-0 pitch to Gotay. Misses outside for ball 4. So Gotay draws the leadoff walk. That's another Ducks walk, brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need to just walk in. So that'll bring Angelo Sonko up to the plate. In his first at-bat, a screamer over the head of center fielder Michael Krause in right center. 4-1 Bees on top of the Ducks. Bottom of the 4th inning, and a man on first, and Gotay being held on by first baseman John Griffin. It's the first pitch from the lefty Napo, in for a called strike to Angelo. The count 0-1. The interesting thing with those 2 grand slams in 1 inning by Fernando Tatis, he hit them off the same pitcher The 0-1 pitch misses low and outside. The count even up at 1-1. Hit them both off Ho Park of the Los Angeles Dodgers at Dodger Stadium on April 23rd, 1999. Napo set the 1-1. Sunko swings and misses. And the count quickly 1-2. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers that day was Park. St. Louis Cardinals won 12-5 thanks to an 11-run third inning that was highlighted by those 2 grand slams by Fernando Tatis. Now the 1-2 misses low, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sonko. And also an interesting footnote in that game is Davey Johnson, who was managing the Dodgers at the time, of course, manager of the '86 Mets, and recently was the manager of the Washington a few years back. Got ejected in that third inning for arguing. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back behind home plate. That'll into this area and nearly come back into the broadcast booth, but it ended up hitting off the sweet level. Didn't find it back in, but I was ready. And the count remains at 2-2 to Angelo Sonko. The 2-2 from Napo. Misses low and outside. Count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. A proven go tie aboard at first base. And the New Britain Bees leading the Long Island Ducks 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody outs. Tatis had those 2 grand slams and then had sort of a journeyman career. 3-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Sonko goes down on strikes. 6 strikeout of the Napo. There's 1 out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring Elmer Reyes up to the plates.
Number 13, Elmer Reyes, number 13.
Fernando Tatis now has a son who is a prospect. There, still remember him from the Mets towards the end of his career. Also spent some time with the Montreal Expos as the first pitch to Elmer Reyes called strike. And the count 0-1. 4-1 Bees, bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out and a man on first. Tatis also spent a year with the Baltimore Orioles in 2006. The 0-1 misses low. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit 113 career home runs in the major leagues, but 2 on that glorious day in 1999, a year with which he had his career high of 34 home runs. And quite the year in '99. 1-1 misses upstairs. It's now 2-1. In 149 games, the only time in his or rather one of 2 times in his career that he played more than 140 games in his season. Hit .298, 34 home runs, 100 RBIs as the pitch runner goes, and it's popped up in his shallow left field, going back to shortstop McGuigan, shading his eyes from the sun. He makes the catch for out number 2. And Tom has to get back to first base as Reyes pops up to shortstop for the second out here in the 4th, and that'll bring Alex Berg up to the plates. With Gotay, who walked to lead off the inning, board at first.
Berg, number 23.
First pitch to Alex Berg misses inside. They count 1 ball and no strikes. Fernando Tatis Jr., now a big hotshot prospect in the San Diego Padres organization at shortstop. Pitch fouled back by Berg, count now 1-1. Finished the year in Double-A San Antonio after spending most of the year with the Fort Wayne Midwestern League, where he hit .281 with a .390 on base and 21 home runs in 117 games. That is a very impressive total in the Midwest League as pickoff attempted first back is Gotay. I mean, you don't get guys that hit 20 home runs in that league very often. Mostly because if you're playing in the Midwest League, which is low A, you probably haven't developed your full power yet. So for an 18-year-old shortstop in his first year in full season ball, that is just an eye-popping number. Berg is swung on and popped up along the third base side in foul territory. The catcher Murphy over for a look, but he runs out of room as it hits down in the second row of seats. And then caroms upward. Out 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alex Berg.
Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got nervous.
But yeah, that's how you know you're getting old. Is when the baseball players that you watched growing up, now their sons become prospects. I mean, Mark Leiter Jr. is starting for the Philadelphia Phillies today against the New York Mets. Fernando Tatis Jr. is a big. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a huge prospect in the Toronto organization. 1-2 misses low and outside to Berg, now 2-2. Dante Bichette has not one but 2 kids playing in the minors, including Bo Bichette, who's another top prospect in the Toronto organization. 2-2 pitch. Berg is ripped foul down the third base line. Do it again, 2-2 to Berg. Heck Giovanni Alfonso, the Los Ducks, a nephew of Edgardo Alfonso, the son of Edgar, who is Edgardo's older brother. He was a minor league manager and minor league player in the Mets organization for many years. Just one of those funny things in baseball as Berg lines one sharply to shortstop, and it's picked by Jake McGuigan. And that will do it for the Ducks here in the 4th. They got a leadoff walk to Ruben Gotay, but nothing more, as they can't even advance him to second base. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on in the 4th for the Ducks. It's 4-1 New Britain as we head to the 5th here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is Yuri, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans. The official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Go to the top of the 5th inning. You can warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available at concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Regular and decaf coffee, Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. You can visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Michael Kraus will lead things off for the New Britain Bees, followed by Jovan Rosa and Craig Maddox here in the top of the 5th. It's the Bees 4 and the Long Island Ducks 1 here on the Ducks Network. We thank you for joining us on this Labor Day game. Beautiful afternoon for baseball here in Central Islip. First pitch to Kraus is swung on and driven high in the air and deep to right center field. Going back, Derek Piles to the warning track at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch in front of the wall in right center for out. as Michael Kraus gave that one a ride to the opposite field, but the wind is blowing in from right to left and kept that one in the ballpark. And there's one loud outs here in the 5th inning. So Jake has retired 5 in a row, perhaps starting to settle in a little bit in this game after the rocky starts. Allowed a run in the 1st inning on an RBI double from John Griffin. That's an run after an error extended the inning. As the first pitch to Jovan Rosa is in for a called strike, count 0-1. In fact, it was Rosa at the plate who reached on. Bad throw by Elmer Reyes. Came around to scores. The 0-1 bends in for a strike. It's now 0-2 to Rosa. But then in the 2nd inning, New Britain, a solo home run from Connor Bierfeldt and a 2-run home run from Michael Kraus gave them a 4-0. 0-2 pitch, misses low in the dirt, gets by Berg and goes all the way to the backstop. Count 1-2. In the bottom of the 2nd inning, Ruben led off with a solo home run against Greg Napo. And that's how the Ducks got their 1 run so far. Dunning 1-2. Swinging a foul ball at home plate as Rosa just got a piece to stay alive. Rolls out of the batter's circle. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Atlantic Ironman, Jovan Rosa. Playing in game number 267 in a row during the regular season. And 289 straight, including the postseason, over the last 3 years, as he reaches down and slaps one into center field. That'll fall in for a base in front of Delta Cleary Jr. So Jovan Rosa singling on a pitch off of his shoe tops. Gets on first base. What'll be the 6th hit of the game for the New Britain Bees. That'll bring Craig Maddox to the plate. Maddox is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch his first time up, and then flew out to left field in his 2nd trip. 3 home runs and 13 runs back in this series, including the 2 grand slams on Friday nights. Dunning's first pitch, swinging a ground ball, hits a first, past the diving Sonko, and into right field for a base hit. Pyle gets to it quickly and gathers and fires back into the infield. That'll hold Maddox to a single and Rosa to second base. That was a hot shot by Jovan Rosa. And it puts runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 5th inning. And we'll bring John Griffin up to the plates. 1 for 2, an RBI double back in the 1st inning, and then struck out swinging his 2nd trip. One of 4 strikeout victims for Jake Dunning so far today. Dunning has struck out 4, has not walked anybody, and has hit a batter. In addition to allowing the 2 home runs through 4 1/3 innings so far. 7 hits. And for those wondering, he has thrown 8 pitches so far today. Comes set, working from the stretch. A long look back at Rosa at 2nd. And the pitch. Fastball right air at the knees for a called strike to Griffin. And the count 0-1. Not going to say that Dunning doesn't worry about the runners on the bases. But between Jovan Rosa and Craig Maddox, they have combined to attempt 1 steal this season. Long look on the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul wide of the bag at 3rd. And the count 0-2. Jovan Rosa has not tried to steal this year. Craig Maddox 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts. Still wanting to hold the runners close and give your outfielders a little bit of an extra chance on the potential for a single to the outfield. For a play at the plates. An important part of the process. Now the 0-2. Fastball missed low in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to John Griffin. Jamar Walton, a powerful left-handed hitter on deck. Dunning would love to get a ground ball here with the middle infielders playing a double play depth. Alfonso at 2nd, Reyes at short. Dunning sets and he looks back at 2nd base, stepping off the rubber. Chases Rosa back in. Nobody was even coming close to covering the base, so no throw even close to attempted. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Griffin goes down on strikes. I tell you, Dunning has had that slider really working well as a strikeout pitch today. 4 out of his 5 strikeouts have come on that slider, and they've all been of the swinging variety. 2 gone now in the 5th inning with the runners first and second. But again, Dunning not out of the thick of it yet, with a talented hitter in Jamar Walton coming up to the plate, and the powerful Connor Bierfeld in the on-deck circle. For the New Britain Bees, a team that's 49-76 on the year entering play today, they have got a potent lineup. First pitch is swung on and missed by Walton. Count 0-1. Bees hitting just .260 as a team this year, but they put up some good power numbers, especially in a pitcher's park that they play most of their games at. Pitching has been part of the problem for them this year. 0-1 to Walton, driven high in the air and deep to right field. Going back, Piles, he looks up, and that ball is out of here. 3-run for Jamar Walton, the 3rd of the game for the New Britain Bees, and they take a 7-1 lead on the Ducks here in the top of the 5th inning. 13th home run of the season for Jamar Walton. 12 of them have been on the road now. And for the 2nd straight day, the Ducks find themselves behind by a bunch to the New Britain Bees. Rosa and Maddox scoring on the home run ahead of Jamar Walton. That'll bring up Connor Bierfeld. 2 outs and the bases empty, with the Bees leading by a half dozen. First pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, called a strike, and the count 0-1. So Dunning, who's been prone to the home run ball now 2 starts, was touched up for 3 by the York Revolution his last time out, and now 3 by the Bees here today as the 0-1 catches the knees on the outside corner. Count 0-2 to Bierfeld. Bierfeld has hit a solo home run today, has also struck out swinging. Now the 0-2 from Dunning. Swing a foul ball that gets back screen behind home plate. So we'll do it again at 0-2 to Connor Bierfeld. 7 runs, no errors for New Britain. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Long Island Ducks today. Dunning out of the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Ball misses upstairs, the count 1-2. Bierfeld's home run was his 19th of the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball missed low, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Those 19 home runs, the most for a New Britain Bees batter this year. But Michael Kraus hit his 17th earlier today. 2-2, swinging a ground ball foul wide of the bag at 3rd. Connor Bierfeld working himself a nice at bat. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the inning, it'll be 8-9-1. Derek Piles, Giovanni Alfonso, and Jordan Hinshaw due up against Greg Napo. Just trying to get anything going on the offensive side. 2-2 pitch. Misses high and outside. Count now full to Bierfeld, 3-2. Dunning from the windup delivers the payoff pitch. Swinging a ball that caught Alex Berg right in the mask and knocked it off his face. And his bell rung there is home plate umpire Jorge out in front of home plate, delivering a new ball now to the pitcher Jake Dunning to give Berg a few moments. A little professional courtesy. He'll dust off home plate. Have a quick conversation with Berg about how he's doing, and then gets into his usual seat behind Berg at home plate. Nice hand here from Bethpage Ballpark faithful. As we're all set to go, here's the 3-2. Breaking ball ripped foul down the left field line. Bierfeld a hair out in front. And we'll do it yet again at 2 strikes. It'll be the 10th pitch of the at-bat from Connor Bierfeldt. After this is Dunning's pitch count running up now into the mid-80s. Now the 3-2. Check swing, foul ball by Connor Bierfeldt. That gets back to the mound. Do it yet again at 3-2. By the way, that home run for Jamar Walton was his 1,000th career hits. Milestone for Walton. Congratulations to him for that. Atlantic League veteran. Now Dunning into the 1-2 pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 4. So after an 11-pitch battle, Connor Bierfeldt draws a walk. As Jake Dunning wasn't able to put him away. First walk issued by the right-hander today. That'll bring up Jake McWiggin, and it'll also bring Billy Horn out of the Long Island dugout to go have a quick conversation with Dunning. Just to try and settle him down to get him through these 5 innings. The score 7 in favor of New Britain. Here at the top of the 5th inning, the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees playing their final game between the two teams in his 2017 season. Of the first 19, the Ducks have won 10. The Bees have won 9. And this will wrap up the season. Bees. The Ducks have previously wrapped up their season series with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, the team that the Ducks finished playing this year. Also finished up with the Somerset Patriots overall on the season as well. They won the season series at the Patriots 11-9. They won the season series at the Blue Crabs 13-7. Everybody else, the Ducks still have to play at least once. First pitch in for a called strike to Jake McWiggin, count 0-1. McWiggin 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Pitch swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2. McWiggin hitting on the interstate 176 this season. Struck out 56 times. Is in 78 games as the pitch is swung on for strike 3. And McWiggin goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today. 6 strikeouts for Jake Dunning as that does it for the Bees in the 5th, but they score 3 runs on 3 hits. The 3-run home run by Jamar Walton doing the damage. There were no errors, and the Bees leave base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-1 New Britain. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville into Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score 7-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees. Debrick Piles will lead things off for the Ducks, followed by Giovanni Alfonso and Jordan Hinshaw against Greg Nappo of the New Britain Bees.
Right fielder, number 19, Derek Piles. Number 19.
So Derek Piles digs in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth against Greg Napo's 7-1 New Britain. And the first pitch from the southpaw is a called strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Piles is 0 for 1 today for the Ducks. He popped up to second base his first time. He swings at the pitch and pops it up foul behind home plate, shedding the mask the catcher Murphy. And on the warning track, he makes the catch on the run for out number 1. Derek Piles fouls out to the catcher for the first out here in the fifth inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside by Greg Napo. That'll bring up Giovanni Alfonso, number 9 hitter for the Ducks, hitting .295 on the season. 3 home runs and 40 RBIs. He did strike out swinging his first time up. One of 6 strikeout victims for Greg Napo in the game so far today. Napo's first pitch. Ball in at the knees for a called strike, and the count quickly 0-1 to Alfonso. Napo works quickly, the 0-1. Breaking ball missed low and inside. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Giovanni Alfonso. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to right center field. Ambling over on it, Jamar Walton. He settles underneath and makes the catch for the second out here in the inning. 5 pitches nets Greg Napo his second out of the inning. Flip the lineup card over and bring up Jordan Hinshaw for the third time.
Jordan Hinshaw, number 28.
The score 7-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees. Here in game 4 of a 4-game series, completing a Labor Day set between these two teams. First pitch to Hinshaw is in at the knees for a called strike, and the count quickly 0-1 to the Ducks DH leadoff man today. Napo's set the 0-1 pitch. Swing a foul ball back over the screen behind home plate. It's off the window over in the press box, and the count 0-2. Heads up to Daniel and Michael Pollock in that direction. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the count to Jordan Hinshaw. So if the window was open, they might have come away with a souvenir. Swinging a ball back to the backstop by Hinshaw. And the count remains at 0-2. Before beginning this year in the Atlantic League with the New Britain Bees, had spent the last 3 seasons in the Pacific Association. Swings and fists one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. And Jordan Hinshaw collects his first hit of the game and the 3rd overall for the Ducks. It's also the Ducks' first hit since the 2nd inning. So a 2-out base runner, and Delta Cleary Jr. now comes up to the plate. Delta 2 today over his last 6 over the last 2 games. He did draw a walk yesterday to extend what is now a 16-game on-base streak. Switch hitter batting for the right-hand side against the lefty Napo. Comes set and the first pitch. Breaking ball missed low and inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Delta. The Ducks got their hits back-to-back in the 2nd inning. Ruben Gotay, a solo home run. Angelo Sunko then followed up with a double 3 pitches later. Pickoff at first base, and Hinshaw gets back in standing. And that was it for the Ducks until Hinshaw just collected that single into center. In between, there were 2 walks, but other than that, Napo was spotless. The 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike. Count even up at 1-1 to Delta Cleary Jr. 7 runs on 8 hits and no errors for New Britain. 1 run, 3 hits, and an error for the Ducks. Another 1-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up to the right side of the infield. First baseman Griffin fighting the sun with the sunglasses on. He makes the catch, and that's out number 3 here in the inning. For the Ducks in the 5th, on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave a man on base. We go to the 6th. The score is 7-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. In color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Fall all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this season, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. The Ducks, as it turns out, have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, including Ty's home run in the second inning. The Ducks have now hit 103 home runs on the season, meeting the Chappie's Challenge for the first time since 2014. You hear Sweet Caroline being played over the PA system. That is the walk of the new pitcher for the Long Island Ducks. Right-hander Tyler Wilson takes over for Jake Dunning. As Wilson comes into the game, the second pitcher for the Ducks, leaving Dunning, who went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 6, and leaves for the loss. As Wilson comes into the game, making his 19th appearance of the season, he has 2 wins and 2 losses and a 6.16 run average. He has 1 save, 19 innings, 20 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 18 hits allowed. He'll face 9-1-2 in the Bees lineup in the catcher Nick Murphy, second baseman Yusuke Kajimoto, and the center fielder Michael Kraus. And the first pitch breaking ball is in for a called strike, and they count 0-1 to Murphy. Murphy 1 for 2 today, singled and scored in the second inning, and then grounded out back to the mound his last trip. The pitch swung in a pop-up third base side of the infield. Ruben Gotay shielding his eyes from the sun, and he makes the awkward his body for the first out in the inning. Gotay had come in a couple of steps toward the third base bag and then adjusted late, reached back behind his shoulder to make that catch for the first out. Gotay, who's been strong defensively this year at third base, looked a little bit awkward on that play, but it was effective as it went down for the first outs. So to bring up Yusuke Kajimoto. Kaji is over 3 today, 2 groundouts, and he popped out on a bunt attempt. First pitch misses high and outside to Kajimoto. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Wilson last year was a member of the Ottawa Champions, who, appropriately enough, won the Can-Am League Championship. 1-0 pitch in for a called strike to Kajimoto. Count 1-1. Pitching coach for that team, of course, as we've said many times throughout the year, was Ducks pitching coach Billy Horn. And he identified Wilson as a guy with potential to succeed here in the league, coming up from the Can-Am. 1-1 misses upstairs. Count 2-1. Wilson missed a significant chunk of this year from about mid-May through the end of August with a concussion injury and post-concussion syndrome. This pitch is spanked foul by Kajimoto deep down the right field line, and one hopping into the Ducks bullpen. Count 2-2. Was hit in the head by a batted ball during batting practice one day. Dealt with the repercussions for about 3 months and now is healthy and go for the home stretch here of the 2017 season. Ducks with 12 games after today. 2-2, fouled off by Kajimoto. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Elsewhere around the Atlantic League today, it's a light day of action as the Bridgeport Bluefish are off, as are the York Revolution. 2 other games ongoing. Pitch to Kajimoto, misses upstairs. Going to count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are on the road at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas. The Skeeters today. Top of the first inning as they're just underway with a 3:05 Eastern start. No score between the Crabs and the Skeeters. 3-2 pitch, misses high outside to Kajimoto. That's ball 4. So Yusuke Kajimoto with a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. Or rather, with a out walk here in the 6th inning for the leadoff man. Now I'll bring up Michael Kraus with a runner on first, 1 out. 7-1 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. Top of the first inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster. And the Somerset Patriots and the Lancaster Barnstormers are scoreless. That game started a shade after 3 o'clock as well. Day games on Labor Day. It's the first pitch to Michael Kraus, misses low. The count 1 ball and no strikes. In local Major League Baseball action, the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies at Citi Field today. Coming back from their weekend trip to Houston. Mets up on the Phillies 10-1 in the top of the 6th inning. The Mets putting up a 6 spot in the 4th. Pitch is hit in the air to right field by Kraus. Went down to a knee. That one is hit shallow for Derek Piles to come in on it and make the catch for out number 2. Kajimoto has to hold up first base.
Third baseman number 35, Jovan.
So now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 7-1 New Britain, and Jovan Rosa comes up to the plate. Mark Leiter Jr. got the start for the Phillies. Gave up 9 runs on 9 hits in 3 1/3 innings. Meanwhile, Rafael Montero for the Mets, 5 strong. Home run for Jose Reyes and Asdrubal Cabrera in the game. Also, Gavin Cicchini with 2 runs batted in. Pitch to Rosa is a called strike, count 0-1. Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles are in the top of the 4th inning. Down at Camden Yards, the Orioles lead the Yankees 3-2. It's Jordan Montgomery on the mound for the Yanks today against Dylan Bundy of the Orioles. A couple good young pitchers. 0-1 a strike, now make it 0-2 to Rosa. Didi Gregorius hit his 20th home run of the season, a 2-run shot. To account for the 2 Yankees runs, Tim Beckham and Chris Davis with home runs for the Baltimore Orioles. 0-2, fouled off by Rosa. We'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Here at Bethpage Ballpark, the score 7-1 in favor of the New Britain Bees. Bark in the Park 2, Revenge of the Dogs, or The Dogs Go West, or whatever sequel title you want to call it. Electric Boogaloo. Misses low and outside to Rosa. We'll do it at 1-2 now. First Bark in the Park, a big success back in May. They did another one here on Labor Day. Folks have brought their pooches, and it was fun to walk over by the picnic area before the game, right after gates opened, and say hello to some of the 4-legged fans here today. 1-2 to Rosa. Ball missed low and outside as Rosa checked his swing and held. Count 1-2, or rather 2-2. Now to Jovan. Tried to bargain with Ducks superfan Tom Strzeżewski to try and get his dog on the broadcast as a special commentator today, but I don't think he was going for it. 2-2 pitch went outside. It's now 3-2 to Rosa. Not quite sure how barking would go on the broadcast, but you never know until you try. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 7. Kajimoto not being held on. He runs, and the pitch misses low for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Tyler Wilson. As Jovan Rosa heads down to first base, Kajimoto takes second.
Designated hitter number 24.
And that extends the inning to bring up Craig Maddox, the DH. Maddox 1 out of 2 today, singled and scored his last time up. Has also been hit by a pitch and flew out deep to left field. All of that coming against Ducks starting pitcher Jake Dunning. 2 of the 6th inning, 7-1 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. Wilson from the stretch, the first pitch. Fastball missed high and outside. On the count, 1 ball and no strikes. When we last saw Tyler Wilson on the mound, it was Friday night in the 16-2 Bees victory. Went an inning and 2/3, allowed 4 runs on 3 hits, walked 2, and struck out 2. Now the 1-0. This is to Maddox, and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Wilson, the walks have been a little bit problematic this year, as we told you when he first came in. 10 walks in 19 innings. They can make it 12 in 19 2/3. That is too many, even out of the bullpen where you can kind of hide a high walk rate. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Maddox. The count now 2-1. He is striking out better than a batter per inning this year. So at least he's got that going for him, but it's always risky. You give the other team free bases. 2-1 to Maddox. Big home run Hackney. Count now 2-2. But Wilson pulled the string on him. Maddox was expecting the fastball and was well out in front. So now Wilson 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning without any damage. Kajimoto is lead off second. Speed. Rosa off first as average speed. The 2-2. Swinging a foul ball back over the screen behind home plate, off to our left. And the third base remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty good crowd on hand here on Labor Day Monday. Announced attendance at Bethpage Ballpark, 4,004. It is 6,002 seat capacity stadium. Two-thirds full today. Very nice Monday crowd. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Wilson strikes out Craig Maddox, and that puts an end to the inning. 7th strikeout of the game for Ducks pitching, the first for Tyler Wilson. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 walks, and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-1 New Britain. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is Peter Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. For transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of this 6th inning. The New Britain Bees lead the Long Island Ducks 7-1. Greg Napo back out to the mound for the Bees. He'll face the heart of the Ducks lineup in Lou Ford, Ruben Gotay, and Angelo Sanko, 3, 4, and 5 in the order today. First pitch to Ford is a fastball in the outside corner called a strike. And the count 0-1. Napo has allowed just 3 hits through his first 5 innings of work. The 0-1 is ripped foul down the third base line. Off the facing of the Bees dugouts, and the count now 0-2 to Lou Ford. Ford is 0 for 2 in the game, struck out swinging his first time up, then popped up to second base in his last plate appearance. 41-year-old in his 9th season with the Long Island Ducks. Napo comes to the high set, now the 0-2. Missed outside, the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lou. He's also in his 4th season as a player coach with the organization. Napo set the 1-2 pitch. Check swing by Ford, but home plate umpire Jorge Teran says he went around, and that's a strikeout for Greg Napo, his 7th of the game, and the first out here in the 6th inning. Gotai has been the one player that Greg Napo has not been able to solve in this game. Gotai hit a solo home run against Napo, kicking things off in the bottom of the 2nd inning, accounting for the lone Ducks run of the game, and then drew a 4-pitch walk his last time up. First pitch from the left-hander is a called strike to the switch-hitting Gotai. Count 0-1. 7-1 New Britain on top of Long Island as we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bees have hit 3 home runs in the contest as Gotai calls timeout. For Napo was able to deliver the pitch. As we mentioned earlier, began the season pitching in the Miami Marlins organization. As the 0-1 pitch to Gotai is ripped high and deep to left field, but well foul. Get off into the groundskeeping area, count 0-2. Split time between AA Jacksonville and AAA New Orleans with the baby cakes and the jumbo shrimp. It's where he spent the entirety, the first 6 years of his professional career in the Marlins. The 0-2 fouled off by Gotai, back to the backstop. We'll do it again at 0-2. And while Napo was in the Marlins organization, he struck up a friendship with the late Jose Fernandez, as the two were teammates back in 2012 with the Greensboro Grasshoppers in the South Atlantic League. The 0-2 pitch misses high and outside, and the count now 1-2 to Gotai. And at first that friendship might seem a little bit strange on paper because you had the 19-year-old top prospect, the phenom Jose Fernandez, and then you had Greg Napo, who really was not a pro prospect, a 24-year-old college lefty reliever, as the 1-2 fouled off by Gotai. We'll do it again at 1-2. But the two had very similar work ethics. They get to the ballpark early, and they would usually be the first 2 players at Greensboro, and kind of because of that, they spent a lot of time together and got to know each other quite well and became friends. Napo was telling a story as the 1-2 to Gotai is swung on and foul tipped in and out of the catcher's mitt of Nick Murphy. Count remains at 1-2. Was telling a story about one day they got to the ballpark early and decided to hit some balls off a tee. Now in the minor league, pitchers don't hit until you get to the AA level, and even at that point it's only when 2 National League affiliated clubs face each other. 1-2 is by Gotai. He goes down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts for Greg Napo here in the 6th. And there's 2 gone for Angelo Sonko to go up to the plates. But just fooling around, they decided that Fernandez and Napo were going to hit some balls off a tee. And Fernandez picks up a ball, puts it on a tee at home plate, turns to Napo and says, "I bet I hit a home run here." And Napo took up a bet him $20 that he was going to hit that he couldn't hit a home run. Pitch to Sonko, swung on and driven high in the air and deep to right center field. Going back, Walton looking up at the track at the wall. It's Angelo Sonko, a solo home run off of Greg Napo, and it's now 7-2 in favor of New Britain as Sonko hits his 23rd home run of this season. second home run of the afternoon for the Long Island Ducks, and the 5th of the game combined between the two. Now 7-2 the score in favor of New Britain, as Elmer Reyes will come up against Greg Knapp. First pitch misses low and inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Fernandez took him up on the $20 bet, and on his very first swing, 400 feet to dead center, a home run for Jose Fernandez. 1-0 swung on a miss by Reyes. It's now 1-1. As they really bonded that year, they were both South Atlantic League All-Stars. Pitching with the Grasshoppers, Fernandez as a starting pitcher, Napo as a reliever. As the 1-1 to Reyes, fouled up the third baseline, count 1-2. And there was actually one game where they did pretty darn cool. On April 24th, 2012, Jose Fernandez got the start for the Greensboro Grasshoppers against the Hickory Crawdads, the affiliate of the Texas Rangers. The Grasshoppers throw a combined no-hitter. 1 to Reyes, misses upstairs, count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jose Fernandez got the win. He went the first 6 innings, striking out 8 and walking 2. And then he was relieved for 2 innings by Greg Napa, combining with his friend to throw a no-hitter. 2-2, fouled off by Reyes. I'll get into the right field line. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Finishing off the no-hitter in the 9th inning was a pitcher by the name of Kevin Cravey, Greensboro Grasshoppers. But it was Fernandez and Napo who did a majority of the heavy lifting for the in that no-hitter back in 2012. 2-2 pitch misses high and outside. Count 3-2 now to Reyes. Of course, it's been, well, just about a year later on this month since the tragic all-too of Fernandez, and it's been something that's weighed on Napo's minds. 3-2, fouled back by Reyes. We'll do it again at 3-2. In the aftermath, he described it as shocking, as I think is really the only appropriate word. And he had some great things to say about his friends, including that he exemplified confidence and mental toughness, not to mention he was probably, and this is my words, not Napo's, the best pitcher on the planet. And by all accounts, a wonderful human being as well. 3-2 pitch to Reyes, hit on the ground to shortstop, picked up by McGuigan. He sidearms to first in time to get Reyes, and that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 6th inning. But the Ducks strike back with another run. A solo homer for Angelo Sunko, his 23rd on the year. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Go to the 7th, the score 7-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sonko, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get Giant on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores. Interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
As we head to the top of the 7th inning, fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond. It's where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Well, as we head to this top 7th inning, the score 7-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees. And the Ducks have a new pitcher in the game. It's the right-hander Zach Treese. Comes in to make his 50th appearance of the year. 6-1 with a 4.09 ERA, and Treese has been dynamite as of late. In the Ducks' last 10 games, Treese has thrown 4 scoreless innings. To spin one here, facing John Griffin to lead things off, and the first pitch is hit on the ground towards shortstop. Bat flip by Griffin as Reyes picks it up and throws on to first in time to retire the first baseman. 6-3 on the ground out. And there's one up and one quickly set aside by Zach 7th. So Treese in as the third pitcher of the game for the Long Island Ducks. Tyler Wilson in relief of Jake Dunning went 1 inning. Did not allow a run or a hit, though he did walk 2 and strike out 1. So now Jamar Walton at the plate. He had a 3-run home run his last time up. The first pitch fastball misses low. Count 1 ball and no strike to Walton. After Walton, Connor Bierfeld, who also has a home run today, looms in the on-deck circle. That one misses way outside. The count 2 balls and no strikes to the lefty hitting Walton. From the right-handed sidewinder, Zach Treese, who has got long, curly blonde hair. Has a funky delivery to the plate. There's just a lot of appendages flying in every which direction. 2-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit through the right side of the infield. Right field for base hits. Skipped in by Derek Piles, right fielder for the Ducks, as Jamar Walton is aboard at first with his 3rd hit of the ball game. A 1-out base runner here in the 7th inning for the New Britain Bees as they pick up their 9th hit of the game. So that brings Connor Bierfeld up to the plate. While Greg Napo for the New Britain Bees through 6 innings has allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits, both coming off of solo home runs. First pitch to Connor Bierfeld is hit in the air towards the right field line and foul. Angelo Sonko, the first baseman, for a look, but he can't track it down as it lands in the first row of stands down the right field line. And the count 0-1 here to Connor Bierfeld. Bierfeld has homered, struck out, and walked. He has an Adam Dunn hat trick in the game today. Or as some folks like to call it nowadays, the 3 true outcome. Because the 3 true outcomes, in terms of things that a pitcher has the most control over when he's on the mounds, are home runs, walks, and strikes. A 1 hit in the air, foul on the first base side. Sonko underneath. He makes the catch in foul territory. And that's the 2nd out here in the inning. Connor Bierfeld fouls out to first base for the 2nd out. That'll bring up Jake McWiggin with a man on first. Gun here in the top of inning number 7. Walton still being held on by Sonko at first. 7-2 Bees, top of the 7th inning. RBI double in the first for John Griffin. Homers in the second for Bierfeld and Michael Kraus. And Walton a 3-run home run in the 5th, giving them their runs. First pitch to Jake McWiggin misses for a ball. The count 1-0. Ducks have their runs. Solo home run for Ruben Gotay in the 6th. And a solo home run for Angelo Sonko in the 6th. As the pitch hit on the ground to the right side. That'll get past Giovanni Alfonso and into right field for base hits. So Jake McWiggin snaps his 0 for 3 with an opposite field single. And the Bees have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Back to Treese. Now Nick Murphy comes up to the plate as Alex Berg heads out to the mound to go have a quick chat with his pitcher, Treese. The Ducks have already used one of their 3 timeouts in the game when Billy Horn went out to the mound with Tyler Wilson pitching in the 6th. Teams each afforded 3 timeouts. The pace of play initiatives in the Atlantic League. 3 trips to the mound that aren't to change-up signs, which that one there, Berg and Treese was, so no timeout was charged for injuries or for pitching changes. First pitch to Murphy misses low, the count 1 ball and no strike. Forces coaches and players to be more selective with their trips to the pitcher's mound so it doesn't bog down the pace of the game. Breaking ball missed upstairs. Count 2 balls and no strikes to Nick Murphy, making his 2017 Bees debut today. He's 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the seconds. He has since grounded out and popped out. The pitch is low and 3 balls and no strikes to Murphy. He's playing in the Frontier League for most of the year with the Traverse City Beach Bums. Here's number 19 for the Bees. Treese set the 3-0 pitch. Freebie strike middle. Murphy taking all the way, count 3-1. 7-2, New Britain on top. Top of the 7th inning of the final game between the Eagles of the 2017 season. They will not meet in the postseason. 3-1 pitch. Misses inside for ball 4. So Zach Treese issues a walk. 4th of the day for Ducks pitching. That'll load the bases and bring up Yusuke Kajimoto. Bees leadoff man for the 5th time today. Kajimoto is 0 for 3. Also drawn a walk. 2 groundouts and he popped up a bunt. His last time up in the 6th. Popped up a bunt back in the 2nd. His last time up in the 6th against Wilson. First pitch to Kajimoto, he swings and misses, and they count 0-1. Kajimoto has that quick swing. He's a switch hitter. He's batted exclusively as a lefty against 3 Ducks right-handers today. Treese set now the 0-1. Swinging a foul ball lifted down the left field line. That'll get over into the Smokin' Owl's Beer Garden and Party Deck, and the count 0-2 to Yusuke Kajimoto. Zach Treese trying to get through this half inning. Keep the score right where it is at 7-2. New Britain on top. Fans starting to make some noise here at Bethpage Ballpark. Will to a strikeout, the 0-2. One missed low, and the count 1-2 to Kajimoto. Would chase the fastball down and out of the zone from Treese. Meanwhile, Greg Napa with the Bees up to 95 pitches, so questionable to see if he'll come out and start the 7th. Breaking ball just fouled off by Kajimoto. Had an awkward swing, but got a piece of it to stay alive at 1-2. Treese has thrown 18 pitches in the inning so far. Looking to get to around number 20. Trying to retire Kajimoto right here. Bends over at the waist as he looks into Berg for his signs. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, foul up the first base line. We'll do it again at 1-2. The base is loaded with Bees. They're buzzing all around. It's Jamar Walton at 3rd, Jake McWiggin at 2nd, and Nick Murphy at 1st. In order, they singled and walked to reach base. Crowd of 4,004 getting into it. Led by the maestro, Quacker Jack himself. Treese set. Now the 1-2. Ground ball back to the mound. Glove by Treese. He flips underhand to Angelo Sonko at first base. That's in time to retire Yusuke Kajimoto. And that will end the inning here in the 7th. The Bees threaten, but they do not score. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. It's time to get up and stretch at Bethpage Ballpark. The score is 7-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency that that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bring your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3810. For the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The score 7-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees over the Long Island Ducks. And the Bees will go to the bullpen for the first time today, as Greg Napo's night is done and Casey Coleman, of all people, is coming in to come and pitch. The reason I say it like that is because Casey Coleman threw 2 innings in yesterday's game and threw 40 pitches against the Ducks, and he's coming in here for back-to-back performances. You'd figure there's at least somebody else available in the Bees bullpen. Coleman here in the 7th to try and protect a 7-2 lead. Coleman making his 18th appearance of the season for the Bees. He's 0-2 with a 3.5 ERA and is the 3rd best mark out of the Bees bullpen behind only Sean Gilblair and Mike Heppel. And he'll face Alex Berg, and Giovanni Alfonso here in this 7th inning. First pitch from Coleman. Fastball that misses low, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. So Greg Napo's night is done. Went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. Both coming home on solo home runs. Walked 2, struck out 8. Through 95 pitches, 65 were strikes. As Berg swings and lines the pitch into left center field. That's going to be extra bases as it'll split the gap in the wall. Berg rounds first and heads for second as the throw comes in towards third. And Alex Berg stands at second base with a leadoff double here in the 7th inning. So just what you didn't want to have happen if you're Stan Clyburn and the New Britain Bees. You bring in Casey Coleman for the 2nd straight day, and he gives up a rocket to the first batter he faces in Alex Berg. And it's not even like Coleman yesterday was lights out or anything when he came in. He allowed 3 runners to score as well as a run of his own on 3 hits and walked 1 in his 2 innings of work. As the first pitch to Derek Piles misses low for a ball. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. And again, I'm surprised that it's Coleman here in this situation. Coleman set the 1-0. Misses low and outside. They count 2 balls and no strikes to Derek Piles. Piles is 0 for 2 in the game so far today. Both of his at-bats coming against Greg Napo. Now the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball foul up the third baseline. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count to the veteran right fielder, Derek Piles. The Sugarland Skeeters moved over to the American Association with the Cleburne Railroaders, now back in the Atlantic League with the Ducks. Coleman set the 2-1. This is low and outside. It's now 3 balls and a strike to Piles. Alex Berg taking his lead off second base. Coleman set the 3-1. Swinging a ground ball hit to third. Charging hard, Jovan Rosa. Fields throws high to first, but the tall first baseman able to easily corral the throw. Holding at second base is Alex Berg with the ground ball hit in front of him. And there's one gone here in the 7th. That'll bring up Alfonso. What we had mentioned earlier in the game about Greg Nappo and his time in the Marlins organization, Giovanni Alfonso. The 2 years that he spent in affiliated baseball was in the Miami Marlins organization as well, playing for Batavia, the Muck Dogs up in the New York Penn League, and spending last year at the Greensboro Grasshoppers in the South Atlantic. The first pitch misses low to Alfonso. Timeout called as the catcher Murphy will head out and have a quick chat with Casey Coleman, his battery mate, just to change sides with Berg on second. Ducks trailing the New Britain Bees 7-2 here out of the 7th inning. 1 out and a man on second. Coleman set the 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike to Fonzie, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Before he was drafted, Giovanni Alfonso played collegiately for 2 of the better programs in the nation. 1-1 pitch. Misses low with the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Began by playing 2 years at Florida State and then transferred to the University of Tampa. One of the best Division II programs year in and year out. The 2-1 to Fonzie. Breaking ball misses low and outside. It's now 3-1. It's Coleman, visibly frustrated with himself out on the mound for not being able to throw a strike to Alfonso, who's 0 for 2 today with a out and a fly out to right field. Coleman is pitch. In fact, it's now 3-2. He's thrown 12 pitches, 5 strikes, 7 balls. Now Coleman set. The payoff pitch. Swing a ground ball foul up the third base line. Caught a piece of Alfonso in the batter's box. Holds it again at 3-2. With Jordan Hinshaw, the leadoff man, waiting his turn in the on-deck circle. Coleman set. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 4. There's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across. If you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. So that'll bring up Jordan Hinshaw now with runners on first and second. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Long Island Ducks trailing the New Britain Bees 7-2. But the Ducks, a team that has had some late inning magic going for it over the last. First pitch to Hinshaw, in for a called strike, count 0-1. Ducks have ridden an incredible 21 wins in the month of August. It's the 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball, hit to second, could be 2. Played by Kajimoto to McGuigan for 1. The relay to first, in time, double play. A 4-6-3 tailor-made double play turned by the New Britain Bees, and that will put an end to the 7th inning. For the Ducks in the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base. We go to the 8th. The score 7-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite Buffet Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231. 100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved. The beer garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on next visit to the ballpark.
While we go to the top of the 8th inning, Michael Krause will lead things off for the New Britain Bees. Joe Basile for you today on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network as Zach Treese begins his 2nd inning of relief. Ends in at the waist and looks for the sign. Now has it from Berg in the first pitch. Made a ground ball hit to shortstop. Down to a knee is Reyes. He knocks it down. Throws low to first and the ball gets by Angelo Sonko. Be the 2nd error of the game against Elmer Reyes. That was a routine ground ball to shortstop, and Michael Krause reaches first base as a result of the poor throw from Elmer Reyes to So a man on first with nobody out in the 8th inning for the New Britain Bees. Jovan Rosa now comes up to the plate. 2nd error of the game for Reyes, 2nd of the game for the Ducks overall. 5 errors in the last 2 games for Long Island. Very uncharacteristic of them. It's the first pitch in for a strike to Rosa. Count 0-1. Ducks had been one of the better defensive teams in the Atlantic League entering this series. Pickoff attempted first. Back in Krause. Treese comes set. Now the pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed by Rosa. Very bad on that just wicked slider from Zach Treese. That is his best pitch. So the count 0-2 to Jovan Rosa. And the pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the mid of Alex Berg. He hangs on and then drops it on the transfer. And Rosa strikes out swinging for the first out here in the 8th inning. He's not happy. He's got some words for home plate umpire Jorge Teran. He doesn't think that Berg held on. It was questionable. Very borderline. That's the first strikeout for Zach Treese. And overall for Ducks pitching the game. I'll bring up Craig Maddox. Maddox has flown out, struck out, singled, scored a run by a pitch. First pitch, he swings and misses from Treese. The count 0-1. A full day up at the plate for Maddox. It's been an excellent series as well. 3 home runs, including 2 grand slams on Friday night, 13 RBIs, 11 of those coming on Friday night. Pitch. This guy to count 1 ball and 1 strikes now to Maddox. Left-handed hitter. The runner on first base, Angelo Sonko, holding Michael Krause close. The 1-1. So a line drive up the middle. It knocks the glove off of. He recovers, throws to first in time to get Maddox. As that hot shot liner knocked the glove clear off of Zach Treese's hand. He gives the thumbs up to the dugout to indicate that he's okay. But self-defense there for Treese to knock it down, and then the instincts to pick up the ball and throw to first in time. Was busting it out of the box. 2 outs now in the inning as Michael Krause heads down to second on the play. So runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. 7-2 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. Treese set in the first pitch to John. Griffin is a slider that misses well outside. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Griffin had an RBI single all the way back in the first inning. It gave the Bees a 1-0 lead. That was against Jake Dunning. It's a lead that the Bees would never relinquish. They went up 4-0, then 4-1, now 7-2. Pitch, swing and a miss. Count quickly, even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to John Griffin, pick number 33 for the Bees. 1 for 4 outside of the double, is struck out twice and grounded out to shortstop. The 1-1. Letter high strike, and that's called, and count now 1-2. And was too pleased with the call, but at 6-6 he has a tall strike zone. That one did catch the letters. Slightly open stance for Griffin as he stands straight up and down, holding the bat down around his letters. The pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he flips the bat in frustration this time. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Zach Treese, 9 for Ducks pitching, and that'll do it for the Bees. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-2 New Britain. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball.
Hey, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. Well, the Bees have to the well and have gone to the bullpen. They called upon the former big leaguer Brandon League to pitch for the second straight game. League, making his 41st appearance of the season, is 2-3 with a 4.93 earned run average. League took the loss in yesterday's game after allowing a home run in the bottom of the 8th inning to Alex Bird. He faced Delta Cleary Jr., Lou Ford, and Ruben Gotze in his first pitch of the inning. Misses upstairs to Delta, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Cleary Jr. has a 16-game on-base streak riding in this at-bat. 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count even up at He's 0 for 3 so far today. A ground out, a strikeout, and a pop out.
You guys are always set on it, so I don't know. Somewhere.
1 ball and 1 strike to the switch-hitting Delta Cleary Jr. Batting for the left-hand side for the first time today after his first 3 trips are against the lefty starter Greg Nappo with the Bees. 1 pitch, swung on and missed, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Delta was out in front of the pitch and pulled off of it. So the count now 1-2. League set at the belt, the 1. Swinging a ground ball up the first base line and foul. Do it again at 1-2 to Delta Cleary Jr. Brandon League has a connection with the Long Island Ducks. He was teammates with the Seattle Mariners. The Long Island Ducks pitcher David Aardsma. And in fact, League succeeded him as closer. As the 1-2 pitch is lined into left field. That'll get in for a base hit. Skelton Cleary Jr. sneaks one through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single here in the 8th. Giving the Ducks a first and nobody outs. Trailing 7-2 to the New Britain Bees. But when Aardsma got injured in the 2010 season, before the 2010 season, and had to miss the year, Brandon League was the one who stepped in the closer for the Mariners, and even had an all-star year, filling in for Aardsma, recording over 30 saves. Now League comes set, and the first pitch to Lou Ford. Breaking ball that gets in for a strike, and the count 0-1. Lou for 3 today, struck out twice and popped up to second base after a 3-hit game yesterday. Now at 285 on the year with 8 home runs and 29 RBIs. Been a while since he's gone deep. Pitch misses high and tight as Ford has to spin out of the way of the pitch, avoid being hit, and the count even up at 1. For the Ducks' 41-year-old player coach this year, he has gone out and proved that he still has plenty of left in the tank. Well-conditioned athlete still clicking at the advanced age. 1-1, fouled back by Ford, and the count 1-2. In fact, this year the Ducks have had 3 out of the 4 oldest players on roster in the league play for them. Ford at 41. The since departed Phelan Lentini was 39, would have turned 40 in the month of August. Well, he did turn 40 in August, he just wasn't on the Ducks at the time. And also Eric Gagne was 41 during his stints. 1-2 to Ford is fouled back up into the sweet level. We'll do it again at 1-2 strikes. The only other 40-year-old in the league this year was Joe Beimel of the New Britain Bees, who, much like Gagne, retired earlier this year, struggling and having some mixed results with the Bees. League's 1-2. This is low and outside. Count 2 balls now to Ford. Doing a good job working the counts here with the Ducks needing base runners, trailing by 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ruben Gotay on deck. Also keep in mind Mark Krause is available to pinch hit today, just getting the day off here on Labor Day. He hasn't had a day off in quite some time. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ford goes down on strike swinging. That's the 9th strikeout of the Britain Bees pitching staff. And that's the first out here in the 8th inning. Bring Ruben Gotay up to the plate. Gotay a solo home run, a walk and a strikeout today. Much like Connor Bierfeld to the Adam Dunn hat trick. League comes set. Quick look at first. And now the first pitch to Gotay. Fastball missed high and outside. The count 1-0. Gotay's home run back in the 2nd inning was his 5th of the season. Also gave him RBI number 25. League set. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball rockets in for a called strike. The count 1-1. So that one caught Gotay right at the knees. Words for home plate umpire Jorge Teran, but that one was right there. Wind continues to gale out to left field as League comes set. Now the 1-1. Swing a rocket foul at the first base line, hits off the end of the Ducks dugout and ricochets into shallow right field in fair territory. Count 1-2 strikes to Ruben Gotay. Hitting .273 on the season with an on-base percentage north of 400. Tops on the club this year. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side for the first time today after he righty against Greg Napo in his first 3 trips. League set in the 1-2. This is outside and low in the count 2-2. 2 strikes to Ruben Gotay. Angelo Sonko on sparring an inning-ending double play. League hoping to get one of those right here. 2-2 pitch. Fastball on the inside. Strike 3 called. Gotay tried to sell it like it was inside, but even though League missed his spot significantly, the pitch did have the inside. Gotay goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Brandon League registers his 10th, or rather his second strikeout, and the Bees' 10th on the game. So that'll bring Angelo Sonko to the plate. Sonko's having himself an excellent day. He is a single and a triple shy this cycle. He's got the home run and the double. 2 for 3 so far. It's the first pitch from League. Misses upstairs, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. In the second, the home run came in the 6th, leading the Ducks with now 23 long balls on the year. Delta Cleary Jr. is lead off first, being held on by John Griffin. Now the 1-0. Swing a foul ball over on the third base side. That gets well into the stands. Lands on top of the roof in the suite level. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sonko in his first season with the Ducks has become a fan favorite. Always a lot of heart and hustle and talent out. The 1-1 from League. Swing a ground ball, foul over on the facing of the Ducks dugout on the first base side. Count 1 and 2 to Sonko. Angelo's family spent a good bulk of the summer here out on Long Island with him. It was always nice to see his kids and wife running the ballpark. Headed back home to Idaho as it's time for his youngest son to start school. 1-2. This is outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sonko. Because that's always, as we get here toward the sign of the end of the summer. The baseball season starting to hit its home stretch. Kids heading back to school, and all of a sudden it starts to get a little bit chillier. And today, 75 and sunny. At least the weather's cooperating. 2 inside. It's now 3-2 to Sonko. But that's the rhythm of the seasons, I suppose. Start off in spring with hope eternal and ends in the fall with playoff baseball on the minds of the Long Island Ducks. 3-2. Runner goes, and it misses low and inside for ball 4. That's another Ducks walk. City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in. So Sonko aboard at first with a walk to put runners at first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring Elmer Reyes up to the plate against Brandon Lee. It's the 4th walk issued by the Bees staff in the game today. Long Island Ducks entered today with a magic number of 7 to clinch the second half of the Atlantic League playoffs, the 3rd straight season. It's the first pitch to Reyes, misses inside, the count 1 ball, no strikes. Somerset Patriots currently ahead of the Lancaster Barnstormers 5-0 today. The game in the bottom of the 4th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium. 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count even up at 1-1. Patriots with a win would not help the Ducks' cause out at all, but wouldn't really matter anyway. Sport is off. So the only way the Ducks' magic number could shrink today was with a Ducks victory. Find themselves down 5 in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and 2 on. The pitch to Reyes, swinging a ground ball hit up the middle. Ranging to his left, McGuigan makes the play and steps on second base in time to beat Sonko to the bag. Fielder's choice goes 6 unassisted, and that will put an end to the 8th. For the Ducks in the inning, no runs on errors, and they leave 2 on base. We go to the 9th. It's 7-2 Bees. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolap patio is vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, reviews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by Clear Vision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store in your Apple-powered device or at Google Play in your Android-powered device, and do it right now. Jamar Walton will lead things off for the New Britain Bees as we start playing the top of the ninth inning. 7-2, the Bees lead the Ducks as Zach Treese heads out to start his third inning of relief. He'll face Walton, Connor Bierfeld, and Jake McWiggin here in the frame, if we get past any of those three. First pitch to Walton, misses low and inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Jamar Walton, 3 for 4 today, is a triple shy of this. He's got the home run, the double, and the single out of the way already. First pitch, swung on and missed, and the count even up at 1-1. Walton picked up his 1,000th career hits in his professional career. That 3-run home run that he hit back in the 5th inning. 1-1 misses low and inside. Now 2-1 Walton. Hit that against Jake Dunning. Allowed all 7 runs to come in and score. 5 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 6. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Walton. The count now even up at 2-2. Tyler Wilson came in and pitched the 6th inning for the Ducks. Walked 2, struck out 1, didn't allow a hit or a run. And it's been Treese in the 7th, 8th, and now 9th. So he steps off the rubber here before the 2-2. Setting the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Sonko with a diving stab. He throws to Treese, covering the bag at first. Not in time. Slow to develop as the throw was also a little bit behind Treese. He had to reach back behind, and that slowed him down in getting to the bag. It's a little bit tardy getting off the mound as it was. And Jamar Walton, who runs well, was able to beat it out for an infield single to get things going in the 9th inning. So man on first and nobody out, top of the 9th inning. 7-2 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. And Connor Bierfeld now at the plates. He's homered, struck out, walked, and popped out to first base. 1 for 3 today. The home run was his 19th of the year. First pitch, swinging a line drive, hit well towards left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Over to cut it off, and the gap is forward. He'll throw back behind everyone to second. Going first to third on the play is Jamar Walton. As a hard hit single for Connor Bierfeld puts runners on the corners. 9th inning with nobody out. Good base running by Walton on the ball hit in front of him. Recognizing he was going to be able to first to third on the play. That'll bring Jake McWiggin to the plate. McWiggin 4 with 3 strikeouts today, looking to avoid the golden sombrero. Was able to do that in his last at bat with a single through the right side of the infield. Out his first 3 times, all against Jake Dunning. First pitch, breaking ball, bends in for a called strike, and a beauty from Zach Treese. The count 0-1. McGuigan single come against Treese. He's now hitting 179 on the year. The 0-1. Another breaking ball in for a strike. Nothing McGuigan can do about that one except watch it go by. Count 0-2. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for New Britain. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Ducks. Tree set in the pitch. That slider missed inside in the count 1-2. As he slung it across the strike zone a little bit too much. Jamar Walton at third, Connor Bierfeld at first for the Bees. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball missed low and inside. Count 2 ball strikes. Treese been working exclusively with the breaker with McGuigan up at the plate this time. Two balls and 2 strikes, the counts. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back to the backstop. First fastball thrown by Treese to McGuigan. He was right on it. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with no outs. Top of the 9th inning, 7-2 New Britain, leading the Long Island Ducks. We're in the final game between these two teams in the 2017 regular season. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Treese went back to the fastball and got McGuigan to swing and miss. 4th strikeout for Jake McGuigan today, and the 3rd for Zach Treese, 10th overall for. And there's 1 gone here in the 9th inning. That'll bring the catcher Nick Murphy up to the plate. Murphy 1 for 3 with a walk, a single, and a run scored in the game today. Middle infield, shorten up a double play depth. This pitch, breaking ball misses inside to Murphy. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Third baseman Ruben Gotay, a couple of steps behind the bag at third. He's shortened up. Angelo Sonko at first. He's holding the runner, Connor Bierfeld on the 1-0 pitch. Now in at the knees for a called strike at the count 1-1 to Nick Murphy. Yusuke Kajimoto on deck for the Bees. Keeping X barring that double play ball. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back into the catcher's gear of Alex Berg. Looked like it caught him either on the mask and then hit him off the shoulder. Count 1-2. That is the 2nd hard shot that Berg has taken behind the plate today. Remember, he took one off the mask so hard that it knocked his mask clear off his face earlier in the game. And all season long, Berg has just taken a pounding behind home plate, almost unlike any catcher I've ever seen. And normally catchers get beat up behind home plate. Berg to the extreme this year. Pitch. Swing a line drive, hit towards left center field, falling fast, coming on. Delta Cleary Jr. dives, and he can't get there, and it falls in for a base hit. Oh boy, if Delta was able to make that catch, they had a surefire double play as Jamar Walton, I guess, forgot the situation, or in a bad ball was coming in as if that was going to fall in for a sure hit. Cleary Jr. with the dive couldn't come up with it. Walton comes in to score. Now 8-2 in favor of New Britain. And an RBI single for Nick Murphy. Bring up Kajimoto in the top of the Bees lineup. This is the 6th trip to the plate for Kajimoto today. He's 0 for 4 with a walk. 3 groundouts and he pops. First pitch in for a cold strike to Kajimoto. The count 0-1. Switch hitter batting left against Zach Treese. 2nd time he's faced Treese so far today. Grounded out back to the mound. His first time. Pitch, swing and a miss. Count clean 0-2 to Kajimoto. 8 runs, 13 hits now for the Bees. No errors committed. The Ducks 2 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Pitch hit back to the mound. Glove by. He throws to second for 1, and that's all the Ducks will get. As that one was hit a little bit too slowly to be able to get 2. The lead runners is retired.
Center fielder number 10, Michael Krause.
As Murphy thrown out, heading down towards second base. Kajimoto reaches first on the 1-6 fielder's choice. There's now 2 gone in the inning as Connor Bierfeld advances to third on the play. Bring on Michael Krause, who's 1 for 5. Round out a home run, 2 flyouts, and reached on an error by Elmer. Treese comes set and the pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Treese's pitch count up around 50. Here working in his 3rd inning of relief. The pitch. In for a called strike, and the count 1-1. The Ducks today have had opportunities, but at the plate are 0 for 12 with runners on base. Part of the reason they trail 8-2 on the scoreboard, the Bees have capitalized when they've had the opportunity. Pitch, swing and a miss. At now 1-2 to Krause. Of course, 3 home runs don't hurt either. Connor Bierfeld, solo shot. Michael Krause, a 2-run shot in the 2nd inning. And then Jamar Walton in the 5th added a 3-run homer. The Ducks have had both of their runs on home run ball, a solo shot for both Ruben Gotay and Angelo Sanko. A 1-2 pitch, breaking ball misses low and outside. Krause was able to lay off, count 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Krause extends the inning, Jovan Rosa is on deck for New Britain. A 2-2 pitch. So ground to third. Gotay backs up on it, throws to second the short way to get the out, and that will retire the side. Fielder's choice goes 5-4 to end the inning. But here in the 9th for the New Britain Bees, they score 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The score 8-2 in favor of the New Britain Bees. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegli.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The score 2 in favor of the New Britain Bees over the Long Island Ducks, and the Bees have gone back to the bullpen, and they'll bring in their 4th pitcher of the game, as relieving Brandon League will be the left-hander Brandon Fry, who will be pitching for the 2nd straight day after he faced 3 batters yesterday. Mark Krause, Angelo Sanko, and Ruben Gotay gave up a hit, 2 walks, and 3 runs without recording a single out. Final line for Brandon League, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no runs. He walked 1 and struck out 2 while throwing 25 pitches. And so now it's up to Brandon Fry. Try and close things out for the Bees, leading by 6. Overall, Fry making his 60th appearance of this season. He's 1-3 with a 4.50 earned run average, 48 and walked 25 in 56 innings pitched. Fry will face Alex Berg, Derek Piles, and Giovanni Alfonso here in the bottom of the 9th inning, as the Ducks just trying to hold on and perhaps make a miracle comeback here in the bottom of the 9th, trailing by 6. First pitch from Fry is a fastball in for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Fry bends over at a 45-degree angle and dangles his left arm as he peers in to Nick Murphy, the catcher, for his signs, making his 12th appearance against the Ducks this year. 0-1 misses low and outside, the count 1-1. 12 appearances in 20 contests between these two games for Fry. He's given up 9 runs in 11 innings, 12 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 8 walks. A 7.36 ERA. Long on a miss by Berg, and the count now 1-2. So if there's anyone that the Ducks might be able to start this comeback against, Fry seems like a pretty good. Berg, the hero from yesterday, had the go-ahead home run in the bottom of the inning. That was the winning run for the Ducks as he swings and loops one down the right field line, over for a look, and letting it drop in is Jamar Walton, heading with the sun. And that one fell in about a step in front of him as he was kind of awkwardly leaning off to his side. It's a leadoff single for Berg in the bottom of the 9th. That's exactly what the Ducks needed, a leadoff base runner to get things going. So to bring up Derek Piles with the man on first and nobody out. The Ducks trailing by 6 in need of base runners and runs. First pitch from Fry to the righty Piles is a fastball in the outside corner, called a strike, and the count 0-1. Piles hasn't played the last 2 days, is 0 for 3 so far today. A foul out and a ground out. Now the pitch misses low, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Piles, a veteran of 6 different independent leagues. Played obviously in the Atlantic League, the American Association, the Golden Baseball League, the Can-Am League, the Pecos League, and the United League. As the 1-1 misses, it's now 2-1 to Piles. But wherever he's gone, he hits. Career .295 hitter is Piles. Fouled off, and the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Piles, Giovanni Alfonso waiting his turn on deck, has been in the middle of many rallies this year. Pitch, swing, a high fly ball lifted in the air to left field. Bierfeld going back, but he has room in front of the warning track in deep left field. It's the catch for the first out in the inning. That'll chase Alex Berg back to first base. So Piles gave it a ride to deep left field, but came up empty. Count is, there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 8-2, Bees on top of the Ducks. As Giovanni Alfonso now comes up to the plates. Berg on first base, not being held on by John Griffin. The pitch, Berg takes off for second. Pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. And on defensive, Alex Berg heads down to second base. So now a man in second scoring position for the Ducks as the pitch misses outside. The count even up at 1-1. Giovanni Alfonso. Fonzie 0 for 2 today. Struck out his first time up, flew out to field, and has drawn a walk. Now the 1-1, swinging a foul ball over on the third base side, hitting off the facing of the Bees dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Giovanni Alfonso. If the Bees can hang on to win this one, the winning pitcher will be Napo. The loser, Jake Dunning. Napo in line to improve to 3-1 on the season. Pitch misses low and inside. Alfonso hits the deck to get out of the way of the pitch as it's scooted away from Nick Murphy, but not far enough for Berg to think about going to third as it rolls right up the third base line. So the count even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out to Giovanni Alfonso. Fry comes set on the mound, now the 2-2. Swinging ground ball hit to third base. Played on the backhand by Jovan Rosa. He throws on to first. That's in time to retire Giovanni Alfonso for the 2nd out in the inning. And now the Long Island Ducks down to their final out in the ball game today. Ball comes down to the shoulders of Jordan Hinshaw to keep this one going.
Ducks designated hitter, number 28, Jordan Hinshaw. Number 28.
Hinshaw 1 for 4 today, bounced into a double play his last time, has also singled, struck out, and popped out to second. 8 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for New Britain. 2-7-2 for the Ducks. First pitch to Hinshaw misses low. The count 1 ball and no strikes to the Ducks leadoff man. Hitting .336 overall this season. That combined his numbers between the Ducks and the Bees. 1-0. Misses low in the count. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Hinshaw. 13 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run on the year for Hinshaw, along with 23 runs batted in. On a man in scoring position here, now the 2-0. That one matriculates over the inside corner. 2-1 to the Ducks outfielder, who's playing the role of designated hitter today, getting the day off from playing the field. The sun and the wind swirling about. The 2-1. Made a fly ball lifted foul on the first base line. John Griffin over for a look at the stands. He has it in his glove and makes the catch, and that will do it for the ball game. The New Britain Bees defeat the Long Island Ducks 8-2 this afternoon to salvage the final game of this 4-game series and force a split at 2 games apiece. For the New Britain Bees, 8 runs on 13 hits and no errors. For the Long Island Ducks, 2 runs on 7 hits. They committed 2 errors. The winning pitcher, Greg Napo, improves to 3-1 on the season. The loser is Jake Dunning, who falls even to 2 wins, 2 losses. We'll take a step aside and come back on the Long Island Ducks post-game show. Right after this break, you're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got a vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit Ducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
welcome you back to Bethpage Ballpark here on the Long Island Ducks postgame show. Joe Vasile here with you this afternoon as the New Britain Bees have defeated the Long Island Ducks 8-2 in the final game of a 4-game series as the Ducks and Bees split the series 2 games apiece. The Bees hit 3 home runs to power their way to victory. The Ducks got their 2 runs on 2 solo home runs. 2 teams combined for 5 long balls on the game. Bees took the lead in the first inning with an RBI double from John Griffin, scoring Jovan Rosa, but previously reached on an error by shortstop Elmer Reyes to extend the inning. So that was an unearned run against Jake Dunning, and things didn't get any better from there as the Bees would jump out to a 4-0 lead in the top of the second when Connor Bierfeld led off with a solo home run. Then 2 batters later, Nick Murphy singled. Yusuke Kajimoto dropped down a bunt but popped it up to first base, and Angelo Sonko snagged it for the second out of the inning. But then Michael Krause hit a home run to dead center field to put the Bees up 4-0. In the bottom of the second inning, Ruben Gotay led off with a solo shot, his 5th of the season, clearing the wall in left field to make it 4-1. But on 3 runs in the 5th inning, thanks to a 3-run home run by Jamar Walton of Jake Dunning. Dunning went the 5 innings for the Ducks, allowing 7 runs. 6 of those were earned. On 8 hits, he walked 1 and struck out 6. Meanwhile, Greg Napo of the Bees cruised through 6 innings, allowing a solo shot to Angelo Sonko in the bottom of the 6th inning. He allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 innings. He walked 2 and struck out 8 to get the win, his 3rd of the season. In the 6th inning, Tyler Wilson worked around 2 walks to throw a scoreless frame, and then Zach Treese came in and finished 3 innings of relief for the Ducks, allowing 1 run on 5 hits, walking 1, and striking out 3. Casey Coleman threw a scoreless 7th inning for New Britain, followed by Brandon League throwing a scoreless 8th despite working around a hit and a walk. And Brandon Fry came in the 9th, allowed a leadoff single to Alexberg, but then set down Derek Piles, Giovanni Alfonso, and Jordan Hinshaw in order to seal the victory for New Britain. We'll take a step aside, scores from around the Atlantic League, and put a bow on this game right after this break. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks postgame show on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Longland's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a large selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
And we welcome you back to Bethpage Ballpark on the Long Island Ducks postgame show today. Long Island Ducks fall to the New Britain Bees by a final score of 8-2 here at Bethpage Ballpark. 5 home runs total between the 2 teams, including 3 Bees and a 4-for-5 day out of Jamar Walton, who finished a triple shy of the cycle. Take a look quickly around scores from around the Atlantic League and local Major League Baseball action. All other games in the Atlantic League are still going on. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs trail the Sugarland Skeeters 2-0. That game in the top of the 6th inning at Constellation Field in Sugarland, Texas. And in the top of the 5th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, the Barnstormers trailed the Somerset Patriots 3. Both the Bridgeport Bluefish and the York Revolution are off today after a doubleheader yesterday. Meanwhile, in local MLB action, the Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies were in action today, and it was a slugfest at Citi Field, but the Mets held on to win 11-7. Rafael Montero got the win. Mark Leiter Jr. took the loss for Philadelphia. Jose Reyes and Asdrubal Cabrera with home runs. Mets in the game. Norchika Aoki also added an RBI as he continues to play strong since being signed with the Mets late last week. Meanwhile, the New York Yankees are in action this afternoon as well, and they currently lead the Baltimore Orioles 7-3 in the 7th inning down at the Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Yankees currently batting top of the 7th with 2 outs and a man on second base. Game for the New York Yankees from Didi Gregorius and Starlin Castro. Meanwhile, the Orioles have dingers from Chris Davis and Tim Beckham. Jordan Montgomery went today against Dylan Bundy of the Baltimore Orioles. And so we have a couple of orders of business left to get to. One is totaling things up here for the game today. The other, though, takes precedence over that. As for me personally, this is the last game that I'm on the schedule to podcast this season. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone here with the Long Island Ducks organization for the opportunity to come. Especially Doug Cohen, the assistant general manager, and Mike Pollock, director of broadcasting and media relations here, who both interviewed me and for this position this year. I want to give a huge thank you to Chris King and David Weiss for being tremendous partners throughout the season. Even though I was never on air with Kinger, the times that I spent on air with David were a ton of fun, and Kinger was a wonderful mentor this summer, especially early on when he was coming around very often. I want to thank Mike Fab, manager of the Long Island Ducks, for everything that he does to keep things going here. Same with Ducks presidents as well, Mike, and also Frank Bolton, the owner of the Long Island Ducks, and such an integral figure in the Atlantic League for not only keeping the Ducks going, but for all he does for the league as well. This was a tremendous summer filled with a lot of memories that I won't forget anytime soon, for better or worse, quite frankly. And, I was very happy to be on the air for the games that I was able to bring to you here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network this summer. Also, just a huge thanks to everyone around the Atlantic League, with all the teams, with all the help that they've given this year. And, of course, a big thanks to my family, my mom, Nancy, my dad, John, my grandparents, Vince and Cookie, who I know all listen all the time, my sister, Christina, everybody else who, there's just too many of y'all to list right now. I just wanted to make sure that I hit as many, and if I forgot you, I'm sorry, it's not on purpose. It's just too many names to all go through at once. It's hard to believe that another season of baseball, at least for me personally, has come to not quite the case for the Long Island Ducks. They still have 11 more games plus the playoffs to go, but at least in terms of my on-air journey this season, to an end here today. And so without further ado, we will total things up. I can't even speak. It's the New Brittany's. 8 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 12 on base. Long Island Ducks, 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They leave 8 on base. The winning pitcher was Greg Nappo. He improves to 3-1 on the season. The loser, Jake Dunning, he falls to 2-2. There was no save in the game. Time of the game was 2 hours, 6 minutes. Played in front of a Labor Day crowd of 4,004 here at Bethpage Ballpark. And so that does it for us here today from Bethpage Ballpark. I want to thank everyone for their help and preparation, getting ready for the game, and of course, all the people that I just mentioned right before totaling things up. Tomorrow when they hit the road to take on the York Revolution, 6:30 p.m. start at People's Bank Park in York. It'll be right-hander John Brownell against righty Victor Mateo of the Revolution. Coverage begins at 6:15 here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network as Michael Pollock will play us out for the rest of the season. And so, my name is Joe Vasile, giving you the final score for the final time. For the final time, it's the New Britain Bees 8 and the Long Island Ducks 2. So long for Bethpage Ballpark. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day Monday. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Thank you for everything.